What is going on, guys? Welcome to the stream. Well, it looks like we might be able to get one in today. So we might be able to get all of the conclusion of round 3 of Wrestle Wars in. So that is what we're going to try to do. Match is all set up. Every single match counts for points. And what we'll try to do is we'll try to keep up with what's what. But probably will be published tomorrow as far as overall points and overall point totals go. So, with that being said, let's get this thing started. So we're going to have 2 Fatal 4-Way matches for the men, 2 Fatal 4-Ways for the women, 2 8-man tag team matches for the men, and 2 8-man tag team matches for the women, and 1, at the conclusion of the show, 1 8-man elimination match for each. And I did forget. Don't know even if we're going to have time to do this the way things are going. But it also gives me a chance to check something else out real quick as well. So let's do this real quick. 2 4-man tag team. Yep. We know at the conclusion of yesterday that JP was cleared to wrestle, so that is a good thing. But let's see if we can figure this out real quick. This is the extinction level match. So whoever wins this match gets out of it, and then the loser goes on to face the other team, the Bikers, to see who actually gets exterminated, right? Part of the bad part of Wrestle Wars. But let me see real quick, trying to find, they are supposed to face off against Team KVD, just need to, oh, I remember exactly who it is. That is odd. Mr. Terrible with Names remembers exactly who they all are. So let's do this. Team Kamikaze Von Doom, automatically Strudel, Peyton Hardy also on that. Remember, these guys were supposed to be spoilers, and Max Finney on loan from the Syndicate. So again, winner of this match gets out of it. Loser goes on at the end of round 5 to face off against the Bikers. Loser of that match, exterminated. So there's that. But let's go ahead and get this thing started right now. Let's try to get it all in. Try to get it all in under the gun. These typically go a lot longer than we thought, so there's that. What is going on? Primetime, welcome to the stream, brother. Derek Falowski. What is happening, man? Welcome to the stream. Tomorrow probably won't be on. I'm trying to get this in before I go on vacation. So, it'd be good to get to the end of round 3. When I get back from vacation, we will start round 4. But look at the state of this. TJones, newest member of the Bikers.
Is a fatal 4-way falls count anywhere match. Making our way to the ring, representing the Bikers from Smithfield, North Carolina, the WCW Extreme Classic Champion and the WCW Underground Non-Stop Champion, Hyperspeed T-Jones.
T-Jones, our very first WCW Special Series double title winner, winning the Survival Championship and the 10-Man Rumble Championship. So unbelievable. Doing both on the women's side and currently holding both titles. Each title gives her a 5-point boost in the ratings. So to hold 2 of them is a big deal. Now remember, the Special Series titles boost only happens for the one holding the title. In our main title belts, there is some residual effects from those belts after you lose them. For instance, you get 7 points for winning the United States title, but when you lose it, 1 point stays back for a max of 20 points. So once you hit 20, you hit 20.
First, representing the Order from Birmingham, Alabama, one half of the Universal Women's World Tag Team Champions, and one half of the WCW Extreme, the Tag Team Classic Champions, Angela Starman.
Angela Starr, another double belt title holder. She holds a WCW Special Series title in the 8-man tag titles, but also her and Jane, half of the Universal Women's Tag Team Champions as well. So, again, major boost, which could definitely help out here in Wrestle Wars. What is going on, Temple? Welcome to the stream, brother. Guys, if you haven't checked out Temple's channel, go check it out. Temple plays. Temple also a member of our WCW Universe. Character's name is Sawyer.
And representing the Disciples of Darkness, from the other side of darkness, awesome Christina.
So it's funny how I do this Wrestle War thing, the thing that kind of makes it unique. I take in every round and I just write out the strategy. These are the people that are going to be in the 4-man. These are the people in the singles. These are the people in the tag team division. Then here at the bottom, I randomly assign numbers to the matches. So I don't know who is going to face off against who at all in Wrestle Wars. So it's very, very interesting how that all goes down, how that all happens. But very random how it happens. So hard to set up dream matches. Now, dream matches end up happening automatically because you have all these great wrestlers wrestling against each other. Even randomly, they end up coming out with really cool matches. Now, on the men's side, the Hart Foundation doing quite a phenomenal job of staying on top of everything. They are actually leading right now on the men's side. Now on the women's side, can't even keep up with it yet. That just started. So it is going to be hard to figure out by the end of it who is who and what is what. But we will, as soon as I figure it out, it will be up in the Discord. So if you guys are not a part of the Discord, and I typically take that Discord message and paste it over to YouTube as well. But if you're not part of our Discord channel, let me go ahead and get that posted right now. What is going on, Tammy? Welcome to the stream. But that is our Discord. I will pin that up at the top as well. Those Discord invites are only good for like 24 hours, 48 hours, something like that, those links. So, got to jump on them when you see them. That's why we're constantly posting the Discord invites in there. But right now, women starting off round 3 of Wrestle Wars. We have already seen all the singles matches happen in Nitro and on Thunder. But right now, in our Wrestle War 1 arena, and look at that, Lexi having a hold of Angela. TJ and AC going at it right now. Lexi Hart getting whipped out of the ring. And it's funny, you look at the Hart Foundation women, and even though Holly and Pamela have been in it for longer, Lexi, kind of the next highest rated wrestler, did very well in the Stu Hart Wrestling School, the dungeon, coming out of the dungeon. So big things expected from her moving forward. But so far with TJ joining the Bikers, she has been on another level. Was on another level in Season 5, but for some reason here in Season 6 was not working out the same. So now joining the Bikers, starting to get that turned around. And you almost kind of expect TJones, just looking at the size of these ladies, you're looking at TJones maybe facing up better against Awesome Christina, and you would think Lexi and Angela would kind of want to be in the deal. Now, it looks like, even though it's a Falls Count Anywhere match, it might not be the elimination match that we expected it to be. And kind of like on the men's side, we could afford for that to happen. No, can't really. Well, we're going to allow it because, again, a lot of matches, 10, 11 matches tonight, and not a lot of time. So, but you see right there, that is exactly what is going on. So what we are going to do, since I know it for a fact now, we are going to quit that match. I'm going to go in here to edit matches and figure out what the is going on. So let's go in here, customize the match. This should be really quick. Bam, custom matches, 4-person, blah, blah, blah. There we go. That should be good, accept. Yeah, it does me too. I like it. Yeah, the guy, I was like, he's taxing. That's why I muted the channel. Like, it's too much. So that's the other thing that I kind of wanted to check on. Everything else I know is right, but right here we're going to have a problem as well. So we got to get in here, customize the match. Let's just do this real quick so we don't. I wish the game would fix this. Like, once you get it figured out, 8-man tag titles, yep, we know that's the way to do it. I fixed all of them, but I got into the tags, and usually the tag matches are fine, but we did have the one problem the one time. So, edit matches. Just so we don't have to go through this again and again. Not a lot of time, so I was kind of hoping we would get that going a little bit better. So my bad on that for sure, but we'll get this thing fixed right now. What I'm wondering is, why aren't these ones saying... Why aren't they saying it? All right, anyway, should be good. Okay, let's get back to start the match. We're going to skip the intros now. We've seen the intros, but you know what I'm doing. You know what we're doing. We've already seen it. We just got to get it going. Okay. And we're back in a big way. The other thing that we're going to do here in just a little while, we'll wait till after this first match, allow people to get in. That way people can see it. But we will also give out 5 free memberships. Those are 30-day memberships, so you guys kind of see what is going on. Even though I'll be on vacation, there will be some shorts that members will be able to see, and I will release to the channel later. So there's still some stuff out there. And there's 3 different levels of memberships: $4.99, $6.99, and a $9.99 or $10.99. But anyway, you can absolutely support the channel that way. The money goes straight back into the channel. And it will go towards a title belt giveaway, a replica title belt giveaway. So, and I'm hoping to do that by the end of the year. It will be a tournament style, but look at this. Angela Star coming off the top, and at least we know we got these right now. Angela Nobody trying to break that up. Angela getting a 2 count on AC already, and look at that. The Order of the Phoenix getting after one of the members of the Disciples of Darkness. And I'm telling you what, there's some really cool storylines I feel will come out of Wrestle Wars. Win or lose, there are some things that have been going on. And if you go back and watch the matches, and you go back and you watch the episodes, it'll make a lot of sense as you see it happen. I go back and I watch each episode probably 2 or 3 times because there's a lot of things that I end up missing. Like I was watching the Coyote Cam and Eagle Star match last night, and a lot of things that I missed in that match, and I'm like, wow, these are storyline spin-off things that tie into some things that are going on right now. But I missed it live because I don't always see everything. It's like when I tell you, when we're watching these matches, if I'm talking about Angela Starr and Awesome Christina over here, I would watch. I would avert my eyes over to TJ and Tiffany or Lexi Hart to see what's going on. Listen to what I'm telling you is happening over here and watch what's going on over there. But look, Angela trying to control the ring. Lexi trying to get back to her feet. Awesome Christina still on the ground. TJ fighting through. And remember, TJ has that crazy finishing move. And I keep meaning, I know right now Angela Starr is working on another finisher. So definitely something to keep an eye out for. We haven't seen it as of yet. But her finisher isn't exactly what she wants it to be. So she is working on that right now. And it's going to be hard for TJ unless it's the last person standing. Whoa! This could be a mistake. If TJ would have had it lined up, remember her finishing move is the golden sledgehammer. So kicking Lexi back. And remember, Lexi kind of new into the WCW. So maybe she hasn't exactly seen TJones a lot or scouted out that finishing move. But that finishing move, she will come off the top rope, grab your head, and drive it into the ground on the way by. One of the top 5 finishing moves in a male or a female. You look at that, the golden sledgehammer. Jace Wagner has the Jace of Spades. Absolutely devastating finishing move. And I'm telling you, either one of those guys hit me with their finishing move, I'm not getting up. I don't care. Not doing it. Not going to do it. Wouldn't be prudent. I'm staying down. They can get the 3 count. I'll tap. I'll do whatever it takes. Not getting back up. TJones absolutely controlling the entire ring and maybe even the arena right now. The fans don't even want to jump in the ring with her. So, oh, look at that. AC getting the crowd to acknowledge her, but then Lexi's like, I'll acknowledge you too. And there it is, golden sledgehammer on Angela. That's the move. I'm not getting up from it. Maybe Angela will, but I am not. And TJones earning points for the Bikers right now. Pins Angela. Now it is down to 3. And you know, for the women, this is like a do or a die thing. It's like Eminem said, you only got one shot. Do not miss your chance to wrestle. This opportunity comes once in a year time. So Wrestle Wars happening once a year. This is the first annual Wrestle Wars, but with the women coming in with only 8 teams and the women coming in, look at the state of this. What was that move? TJ flipping her around, hitting her right on top of the scunion, and pinning Lexi Hart. And now it's down to AC and TJ. Lexi and Angela making their way out of the ring. But again, you only got these opportunities, a few opportunities, to wrestle. Like, if you really look at it, what is it? It's like you have one singles match, you have one 8-way match, you have one four-way match, and you have one tag. So you got 4 opportunities to score points. That's not a lot of opportunities when you're looking at it, especially seeing that the bottom 4 teams will be eliminated. So you got to get after it. You got to get it done when you got your shot. TJ understanding that right now, understanding that she only has one shot to score points for her team, and already scoring 8 points for the Bikers, the female version of the Bikers. Now, because of this, there is not going to be, and it might change in Wrestle War 2, but right now, there is not going to be a female faction eliminated. Unless they had the same, like, 2-time opportunity that the men had, there's not going to be an elimination. And this year, there isn't. Now, one other thing that we might be able to do is start them in round 3, but have an additional round for them where basically they had 2 rounds. They wrestle around 4. The men figure out what they're doing. The women have 1 more week to figure out what they're doing. And then there's the finale. So definitely something to look at. Maybe we take a Nitro and a Thunder and turn it into a pure Wrestle War thing for the women. And look at that, taking her over the top, grabbing the leg. Is this going to be it? And this is the craziness. So TJones ends up scoring 8 points for her team, and with the win, AC scores 10 points for her team. You see what I'm saying? So that is still quite the performance put on by TJones, even though she didn't win, only scoring 2 less points than the Disciples of Darkness. So very, very crazy. What is going on? Vipero, welcome to the stream, brother. Sentinel, welcome to the stream. So already off to a crazy start. We made sure we got all the stuff going on. What is going on? Zach Hamilton, welcome to the stream.
The following contest is a fatal 4-way Falls Count Anywhere match. Making his way to the ring, representing D-Generation X from Harlingen, Texas, weighing in at 205 pounds, the WCW Light Heavyweight Champion, Coyote
So Cam, the brand new WCW Light Heavyweight Champion, taking that belt off of Eagle Star. Eagle Star taking it off of Zach Hamilton. So Zach sitting right now in the comments section.
Representing the Hart Foundation from Calgary, Alberta, Canada, weighing in at 273 pounds, the relentless Bulldog, Butch Hart.
So the son of the British Bulldog, Butch Hart, making his way down to the ring, new to WCW, but having a lot of success here in the Wrestle Wars. You look at, he's scored, Brett scored the 26 points by the end of round 2. Butch has scored 15 points for his team. Jericho 18. Chris Benoit 4. So Butch really helping. One of the big reasons, 3 of the 4 guys already over 15 points, at 15 points or more on their team. The only team like that in the Wrestle Wars. What is going on, Craig? Welcome to the stream. Guys, remember too, you want to be a part of the WCW Universe. We have 1 spot open right now, but if you're in the chat if you're on the Discord, if you're mixing it up, you're making the community a better place to be, you're doing those kind of things, I will find a spot for you. If you made your own.
From Tacoma, Washington, weighing in at 269 pounds, the WCW Underground Impact Champion, Jay Savage.
You made your own. Upload that in community creations using the hashtag Totes. That's hashtag TOTES. Now the leader of the syndicate making his way down to the ring. And then, of course, remember, like, subscribe, do all the stuff. We got to do this stuff. But yeah, be a part of the community. If you're a part of the community, I will get you in. We've got a lot of people that have made their own wrestlers. We have a lot of people that haven't made their own wrestlers, and I will make one for you. You just got to kind of tell me what it is that you're looking for. Got to remember, I don't know what any of you look like. Actually, I know like what two or three of you look like. And that's it.
And representing the Monster Eclipse from Sherrills Ford, North Carolina, weighing in at 385 pounds, Braun Strowman.
So if you remember this, and it's very interesting, again, everything absolutely random in Wrestle Wars. I showed you in the last match how I went and I do every single round. But what is crazy is Jay Savage putting down Braun Strowman, and usually in Wrestle Wars they don't get another real shot at each other. It's the same thing right now with Sting and Totes. They have faced each other 2 times now in Wrestle Wars. This is the second time. Is Braun Strowman going to be able to get any kind of revenge, exact any kind of a revenge against Jay Savage? We're definitely going to find out. But we're looking at right now Monsters Eclipse sitting at position number 7, D-Generation X sitting at 5, the Syndicate at 3, and the Hart Foundation at 1. You would think going into this that these guys have got to know probably the number one thing they need to do is get Butch Hart out of here, not allow the Hart Foundation to score any more points. Try to find a way or provide an opportunity at least to be able to catch back up with the Hart Foundation. But we know Bret Hart's already added 10 points to the Hart Foundation with the win. We know the Fiend has added 10 points with the win. Totes added 10 points. Ozzy getting 10. So we already know that we've got some of the guys, some of the people. Bret Hart adding 10 points, Gruning 10. Tammy and Cheyenne both adding 10 points to their team. So we already know that some of it's going on, but they have got to find a way to stop the Hart Foundation over everything else. Another strategy would be to find a way to not allow Braun Strowman to score any points. I mean, those guys kind of sitting at the bottom as well. So all the points matter. Sometimes I say, oh, well, it doesn't matter if this guy wins or loses. Right now, the only one that doesn't probably matter is Butch Hart. They're so far ahead right now in the points, it probably doesn't matter the same way. But for every other team, every single point is going to matter. Jay Savage, look at that, kind of sitting back. Ends up getting thrown down there. Coyote Cam trying to slow things down. And these two locking it up. And this was one of those matches I was like, is Braun Strowman going to react or exact any revenge against him? Don't even know, but we got to find out. What is going on, Peyton Hardy? Welcome to the stream, brother. You're wrestling in the main event tonight, by the way. So, absolutely. Chris is wrestling in one of the events as well. So he'll be in. Both teams still doing some damage in Wrestle Wars. Hey, I really appreciate that, Temple. Really appreciate that. I'm trying to get up to your level. Temple already up at 8,000 subscribers. Just recently went over that. So again, if you haven't subscribed to Temple's channel, go subscribe and do the thing. Yeah, Blaze Shockwave, Solo Season, a lot of great E-Federation owners. We all do the same type of things. We all have the same type of ideas, but we all execute them very, very differently. So really interesting to see. I've learned a lot from you guys, and I continue to learn. So, which is good. Now, Braun Strowman goes out, gets the stop sign, tries to use that. Cam not having any of it. And Butch Hart, you'd really think Butch Hart and Braun Strowman would be the two trying to mix it up. But you can see a little bit of his dad coming out, the British Bulldog coming out. And Butch Hart sitting there playing it up to the crowd. Jay Savage saying he don't have time to play it up to the crowd. He's got stuff to do. Braun Strowman backing up, trying to get a running start, but Butch stops that momentum with a big right fist. And Cameron gets him there. Butch now grabbing the leg, but only a 1 count, and that should show you exactly how strong, how powerful Braun Strowman is. Now, the thing about the bigger guys typically don't have a lot of stamina, so if these guys can get in and Butch can stay in control, or any of these guys can stay in control of the offensive side of Braun Strowman, not let Braun Strowman get going, he might, and they might just be able to put him out. But look at this, Braun Strowman now taking Coyote Cam all the way up the ladder, dropping him off at the railroad station and letting him come back down. And for most people, that move, not that big of a deal. But look, even a pinning maneuver on Coyote Cam, because of the size difference, has got to take a little bit out of it. What is going on? Eagle Star, welcome to the stream, brother. Rowdy, welcome to the stream, brother. What is happening? 2 of the members of the 4 Horsemen now in the chat. And look at this, inside the ring, Braun Strowman taking Cameron. Ring post to ring post. Jay Savage putting this finishing move on Butch outside the ring. Ref way out of position, but something. This could end up helping Cam. 1, 2, and almost a 3 count. That is exactly, though, what needs to happen. They need to get the Hart Foundation out. Butch Hart now picking them up in Rot Roast SpaghettiOs. Big slam incoming. Cameron looks like he is out on his feet. 1, 2, 3. The Canadian guy is Butch Hart, which is the British Bulldog's son. So Strowman scoring some points. Oh, look at that, a little breakup. Went to get the baseball bat, but Savage not happy with any of that. Allows Butch, though, the opportunity to get up, and Butch starts using that barrier right there while he plays it up to the crowd. Both men trying to get back up to their feet. And Butch right down, and it's hard to see what happened, but right on the back of Jay Savage's head goes that baseball bat. He still gets up, though. Recovers quickly, and now manhandling the hand and the wrist of the Bulldog. Taking that arm out of play is what it looks like he's trying to do. And it is almost like, and this is exactly what happened in the first match. It's like Savage almost not even paying attention to Braun Strowman, just enough, just doing things enough to get him out of the way to fight the other guy. That is going to prove, though, to not be such a bad strategy. So far it's working, and now Jay Savage takes the stop sign, throws, hits Butch right in the head, goes now, grabs Strowman, tried to throw him out of the way, thought he threw him out of the way, but look, Butch gets in the way, stops the momentum of Braun Strowman. And luckily that didn't cost Savage more. Savage trying to get in position, but now Butch understanding what is happening to an extent. We'll say to an extent. Every single time Butch starts to get on a roll, he just can't help himself and tries to play it up to the crowd. Big hip toss now. You can hear from here the big belly laugh of Braun Strowman. And Strowman now trying to end the night of Butch Hart. Because I think at the end of the day, between Butch and Braun, they just want, or between Jay Savage and Braun, they just want to fight. But right now, Butch Hart acting as a third wheel. And look at that. Hits him with that. Butch tries to get him with the baseball bat. Jay's like, hey, I thought they were going to double team. But look at that. That is smart right there. Jay Savage stepping back. Says, no, I'm not going to double team. Waits. Strowman does the move. Referee so far out of position, you wonder if he was part of the problem with Pluto being classified as a planet. And only gets the 1 count. Now Savage getting back into it, using that, but turns right around. Gets a little ditty played right on his belly from Braun Strowman. Yeah, I heard he was supposed to be coming back too, but I haven't heard anything from him. And now grabs him, but look at that. I don't know if Braun Strowman meant to, but Braun Strowman breaks up the pin attempt right there. Savage trying to get out of the way of that, trying to put the boot and thrown right on to that barbed wire baseball bat. Surprise that you don't see the blood coming. Butch trying to get in on Strowman. Strowman thought he had it reversed back around. Butch letting him get back up. And what a move right there. This is going to be it for Butch Hart. 2, 3. And Strowman now scoring 8 points for Monsters Eclipse. Trying to get him out of that bottom section. Not allowing the Hart Foundation to score any points in that round. So for the rest of the guys in the thing, Savage really need to score these points right here. Trying to score the 10, maybe 11 points. Trying to score that 10 or 11 points for his team. But Braun Strowman right now kind of on another level. It looked like Braun, these guys were getting the best of them. And look at that. Not only thrown on top of that rubber mat, like there's not a lot of padding to be fair in between there, but right onto that angle iron wall and on top of the diamond plated steel steps, and that has got to take that out of them. Right now Strowman though getting them back into the ring. Savage trying to get back to his feet. Referee now back in the ring. Thought Savage might have been playing possum, but doesn't look like it. Strowman now getting him up, and look at this. Savage starting to fight back right here, and whoopsie daisy. This is his finisher. The butterfly effect. Right now, somewhere back in 1963, an ice cream shop owner just got killed. I know, it's crazy, but the butterfly effect in full effect right now. Savage now knows how to get the crowd into it, crowd getting going, and it looks like Savage now might be calling for it again. But goes out right now. Butch Hart stuck in the thing. Savage getting a chair. And Braun Strowman using those ropes. Braun Strowman now trying to get fired up. Jay Savage trying to get back to his feet. Strowman picking him up again, throws him, and right on the back of the head, you saw where the feet of that chair kind of caught it a little bit. But that could have been much, much worse. Strowman, again, I think he was trying to throw him on top of that chair. Didn't exactly work out that way. Yeah, well, and thus the British Bulldog. But I figured because he moved to Canada, his son's probably Canadian. 1, 2, 3. And I'm telling you right now, Monsters Eclipse on another level.
Here is your winner, Braun Strowman.
Braun Strowman just scoring 18 points for Monsters Eclipse. The Fiend already scoring 10 points in his singles match. So even though they were in the 7th position, you look at 28 points, and I mean 28 points moves them up into the 2nd spot. So Monsters Eclipse doing everything that they can do to make sure they are going to advance into round 3 or into round 4. And I was a good boy today. I drank all my normal whiskey. So strawberry lemonade whiskey because I was good. You're welcome, palate. Don't drink if you're underage. So here we go, getting on to the next women's and the final 4-person women's event of this round. You're looking at the NWO. And really 3 spoiler teams, the Authority. Look at the state of this girl. Freaky!
The following is a fatal 4-way Falls Count Anywhere match. Making her way to the ring, representing the Faces of Fear. From wherever she wants. One half of the WCW Women's World Tag Team Champions, the Nightmare Anna Davis.
It's absolutely crazy because, like, to the point in the chat, you look at the Horsemen and the Syndicate. Those are the 2 top factions in WCW right now. You look on the women's side, it is the NWO and the Order of the Phoenix. Just how it is. They have the most title belts. They hold the most title belts regardless of where it goes. Now, you look at what's happening in Wrestle Wars, and it's quite a different thing. Right now, the way it's going, the Syndicate, the Horsemen, Team Blaq, D-Generation X, I mean, all these teams are on the verge. They could be eliminated.
Her opponents, first, representing the NWO from Huntsville, Alabama, Heather.
But all these teams could be eliminated. And that should tell you the level of competition that is going on right now in this. So yeah, absolutely crazy. Just the level of the competition, the points. It's not just about necessarily winning and losing. It's about how many pins can you get. And it really kind of judges the overall performance of what happened, not just the win. Yeah, of course, winning, all you got to do is win all the matches. That's not a problem. But now if you're in a 4-way match, you look back at our very first match of the night, TJones ends up getting 2 pins but doesn't win. AC gets the win with 1 pin, right? She scores 10 points. She won. More points. Now you look at back though at TJones, and TJones ends up scoring 8 points because she performed the best, even though she didn't have the top score. So even without the win, putting her team in a really good position to advance on. So even if you can't win, it's finding the way to get there. Yeah, I'm telling you, whiskey, bourbon, I have lots of bottles and a lot of cabinets.
From no place in particular, the natural Victoria Vandiver.
This is another interesting story looking at that. Victoria Vandiver and Judge Julie Justice, they end up teaming up, holding the World Tag Team Champions, the Universal Tag Team Champions. Now, the Judge, Julie Justice, goes on, wins the WCW World Championship. Victoria Vandiver, also a World Champion caliber wrestler. So that, what does that mean for her? Are we going to start seeing her going after more of the individual belts? And I'm betting you that these women were probably a little bit happy that the Judge and Victoria Vandiver haven't really been going after the individual title belts. But now with the Judge winning one of them, which one is Victoria going to go after? Or is she just focused right now on Wrestle Wars? It's really interesting because the two of them do not let you know what they're doing. So it's not like they're like calling their shots and then they're going out and doing that. They don't let you know. All of a sudden, they just show up and start doing it. So definitely something we got to watch out for.
The Outlaws from Virginia, Rebecca Dawn.
What is going on? If you guys don't know it, Rebecca Dawn is the wife of Sentinel. Nice. Nice. Yeah, it's very interesting. We have built a very strong women's division here in the WCW. Very proud of the work that all the women are putting in, and now it is starting to get taken over by actual people. That's the same thing that's going on the men's side. We've got so many wrestlers now, like real people in the chat, like who have wrestlers, you know, that it's starting to go. Now, don't get me wrong. There's 3 real wrestlers. Victoria Vandiver absolutely made up. All the other women in here are real. Heather D, that's Totes' wife. Alana D, that's Cecil Davis's wife. Rebecca Dawn, that is the wife of Sentinel. You know, but not necessarily active in the chat, active on the channel. They're very supportive people, but not so much in the chat. However, we're starting to get very active people in the chat, and we're starting to get very active. We look at Tammy, Melinda Gutierrez, Witcher, Repentia, Sarah. Like, that's starting to grow as well. So it's very cool what is going on that side. And that is what I mean. We have one spot open right now for a newcomer to come in and take that spot. I always like to leave one, so there's always one spot that will be blank. That way I can help people with their created wrestlers if they want help. So I'm telling you right now, I put most of our cause up against anybody's. The level of detail and attention to detail and the small little details, like I'm just telling you, I put them up against anybody. If your created wrestler does not have a face scan, nope. Almost every one of my wrestlers, even most of the wrestlers with masks or face paint, have face scans. Just saying. But I leave that one spot open. If you can't do face scan very well, you can upload your wrestler. I will do the face scan or whatever you want me to do. I will re-upload it for you so that you can upload, you know, take it back and then do. It's your call. I'm not trying to take credit for it. And again, Tammy and Sawyer really one of the only ones I've never really done anything with. Vipero, he did his own cause well. I helped out with the tattoos. Helped out with some of the attire, just the attire for the Syndicate, but Jay Savage uploaded his. Same thing. So yeah, I put the quality of our created wrestlers up against a lot of people's. Jakai, Rated R2K, they did their own thing as well. JP only helped them with the tattoos. So, but yeah, anybody who wants help with it, anybody who wants me to do it, that's why we have that extra slot right there. Now, with that being said, I'm looking at it and I've posted it. Some of the created wrestlers, the non-subscribers, the non-members to the channel, when we get, if there's an active subscriber, an active person in our community who wants to be involved, one of them are going by the wayside, just how it is. They are there to help progress the storyline, but if we have real people, I'll take that every single day. Now, look at the state of this. Victoria Van Diver almost getting the 3 count on Becky. And remember, when you're outside the ring, that little thin rubber mat, you can see it is concrete. Like, look up on the right and left side of the ramp. You can see it's exposed concrete. And there's a very thin rubber mat out there. That is what we like to call the great equalizer. If you're losing a match and you can get your opponent outside the ring, your moves are going to become more powerful. They are going to become more devastating. And look at that, Alana throwing Heather into the rope, knowing Victoria was there, tried to get on top of it, tried to get in front of Victoria, but it did not work out. Now Victoria going after everybody she sees, but her and Becky getting ready to tie it up. Alana going for the thing, and look at this. No good deed goes unpunished. Huge choke slam by Becky. And Alana on it as well. Alana ends up coming out of it the best you thought, but Becky gets it turned back around. Hurricane Rana. Alana now, this is her finisher. Grabs the leg. 1, 2, and still Becky finds a way to kick out. Victoria Van Diver and Heather on the outside. What is going on, Jakai? Welcome to the stream. Andre, welcome to the stream. Nice. Nice, Temple. Yeah, I've been married for 24 years. We were 45 days before we got married. So I've heard other people, they're like, oh, these two people are getting married too quick. I'm like, nah, I don't know about that. Look at that kick. Oh, that could have been the end of somebody's night right there. But Victoria Van Diver seeing Becky get on a roll, and Heather dropping the big knee. And who was there to clean up again? Victoria Van Diver getting Heather, whipping her into those stairs. Now Alana Davis, Hurricane Rana on Victoria. Alana getting the crowd pumped up. Both women getting up. Becky blocking it. But does anybody see Heather kind of moving in right there? Heather breaking it up. She is so pissed off that Victoria Van Diver got in her way. Actually busted her out of the double team and then throws her into those steel steps. And Heather also, world champion caliber wrestler, has won world gold in other leagues. But look, Aussie held on to the world title for so long. Like, that was a tough one, you know what I mean? It was tough to get that thing going. And this is the finishing move of Victoria Van Diver. And again, it is her height that generates the velocity coming back down that makes that move so dangerous. And Victoria Van Diver getting the 3 count on Alana. Alana has been taking the WCW by storm, winning against Miss Nightmare, then forming a tag team and going that way. So kind of thought she would be almost one of the favorites. Look at that. I don't know how you would survive that. After all Becky has survived, and Victoria Van Diver is running things right now, already scoring 8 points for her team. Can Heather get that turned back around? Can Heather get the 10 points and stop her from scoring 18? Yeah, the referees, I wish they would fix it a little bit. Like, it's not bad if they were... I wish the referees were inconsistent, if that makes more sense. But they're consistently bad or consistently good. I wish the special guest referee match, like, they would actually be bad sometimes. The one that is doing it be bad, you know what I mean? But right now, the referees are consistently out of position, in the way, and out of position all the time. That's what they do all the time. Oh! You want to talk about a throw? Look at that throw. Trash can right across the arena. And not even a 1 count. Referee wasn't sure if he was reffing a wrestling match or not. And now Heather trying to get it in. Gets it in. H-bomb on the outside, and it looks like she is out. 2. But she is not, and look at the look on Heather's face. She can't believe it either. But can't believe it or not, this is the thing with Heather. Hits her with the second H-bomb. Referee once again, only 2 wrestlers in the match, and still decides he is out of position and can't quite count. 1, 2, 3. That's what I'm talking about. Heather swinging it, but Victoria not having it. Gets her up. Gives her the little roll, and Heather, look at Heather looking like she might be out. Victoria Van Diver now. I don't know. I don't know what she's doing. Another big slam, and that typically sets up the H-bomb, and there just is no way you get out of 3 of them. Victoria Van Diver, 3 H-bombs on the outside of the ring. 2. And what is going on? Victoria Van Diver again fights out of 3 H-bombs, and Heather, you can see the absolute frustration on Heather's face. Heather, the leader of the NWO, trying to deliver a 4th H-bomb, but finally, Victoria Van Diver says no thank you. She doesn't want any more H-bombs, and Heather said she doesn't care what she wants, takes that kendo stick and breaks it over her back. Now, again, referee, not sure exactly what he wants to count, but Heather finally comes away with the victory.
Here is your winner, Heather.
Absolutely crazy. Victoria Van Diver, though, going the route of TJ, scoring 8 points for her team, even in the loss. Heather picking up the 10. And the NWO scoring some points right there. You know, and you look at it, right now, NWO not sitting too bad. Cheyenne earlier scored some points for him as well. So, definitely one of those things we're going to have to keep an eye on. What's going on, Jakai? Welcome to the stream, brother. So, here we go. This is a huge match for everybody involved in this. Because, again, this goes into a thing where you do not want Chris Jericho or Chris Benoit scoring any points. So, like, if I was going into that match, I might have gone to some of the other guys' locker rooms and said, hey, guys, look, let's get after these guys right here. Let's get them out, and then we'll worry about what we're doing. Let's get these guys out first, and then let's worry about what we're doing. Then again, Monsters Eclipse kind of on a roll as well. Maybe these are the two they want out first.
Is a fatal four-way tag team match. Introducing first, at a combined weight of 773 pounds, the Monster Eclipse.
So Monster Eclipse making their way down to the ring. Wade, War Walter, and Brutus Walters. Now, to be fair, these guys have not done so well, and one of the reasons they have only scored 2 points apiece. It has been The Fiend at 17 points, Braun Strowman at 6 points, but now Braun Strowman scoring 18 for his team, The Fiend scoring 10 for his team. So now at 27 and 24, and you still got Wade Ward and Brutus Walters both at 2. Are these guys going to be able to step up and do something in this match or not? Really, at one point, thought to be the most dominant, the most scary guys in the WCW, but right now, not really wrestling as such, like hasn't been so scary necessarily. These guys, on the other hand, have been. Benoit, not exactly pulling his weight, but has been in these tag team matches, allowing Benoit to score.
460 pounds, the Hart Foundation.
But yeah, allowing Chris Benoit to score the points. So yeah, he hasn't scored as many points, but he has been in the match with Chris Benoit, keeping people off of him, Chris going for the pins, and maybe that's what they've been doing. Now, it's hard to argue because, again, you look at the Hart Foundation, 63 points, didn't score in the last one, but Bret Hart did score 10 in the singles matches, so that already puts him at 73 points. So, like I'm saying, I don't think necessarily the Hart Foundation even has to score a point tonight. They're probably moving on. I think we got enough people now in the chat. Let's go ahead and see what we can do with giving away some 30-day free memberships to the channel.
Making their way to the ring at a combined weight of 455 pounds, the
LWO now making their way down to the ring. I love it when this happens. Absolutely love it. All 5 of these people, I have seen them in the chat before. Brooklyn Joker just gifted a 30-day membership. Bama Boys, one of the members of the Horsemen, gifted a 30-day membership. McWayne gifted a 30-day membership. Andrew Dubs gifted a 30-day membership. And Olivia Abigail. I'm telling you, I've seen Olivia in the chat a couple times. Like, if she wanted to get involved, all she'd have to do is be a little more active in the chat. Even if you don't catch it live, guys, leave comments down below. Get in that comment section and leave them down there. Now, here's another thing. Rowdy absolutely can get in right now. Rowdy, member for 4 months, can get in and gift. He's got 10 memberships he can give away, 5 at a time. So, absolutely, any member. You see Digital Dogs do it, but Rowdy can absolutely do it as well. You just get down there, hit the little $sign. Absolutely, it's free to do. And you can gift 10 free memberships a month.
And their opponents at a combined weight of 544 pounds, the Horsemen.
And now the 4 horsemen making their way down to the ring. Eagle Star, brand new look on his mask. Rowdy making his way down the ring. And the one thing we know about Rowdy, the one thing all of you should know, is this is the worst town Rowdy has ever been in. Facts. Yeah, you know, but that's the funny thing. People can come in here and they get all pissed off about the Benoit thing. I don't give a shit. People can go. Benoit was a great wrestler. Now, you look, I'm not condoning anything he did outside the ring. If it was a matter of condoning anything outside the ring, no, none of you could use Hogan. Nobody could use Hollywood Hogan. He'd have to be gone. All of them, to be fair, have to be gone. But as far as what he did inside the ring, that's what we're going off of. And who knows the truth? Yeah, I've heard a lot of different things about what have happened from people in the know. So, hard to say. But yeah, I didn't use them for a couple years, and now I'm just like, I'll use them if I want to. And that's part of the thing with building the community. The people that want to be in the community will be in the community. The people that don't won't. And it's funny because you look at some of the things, you look at some of the different metrics and matrix. 1, 2. Man, not off to a great start over there. Wade War Walters, though, almost putting Cecil out. But you look at some of the different metrics that you look, and now that I'm over 1,000, I'm not paying attention to the subscriber count. I mean, I look at it, don't get me wrong. But I look at watch time. And when we had about 500 subscribers, check this number out. When we had about 500 subscribers for the year, we had over 6,400 watch hours. 500 subscribers. I'm just telling you, it absolutely matters when you're building the community that you're building the right community. People that want to be here, people that want to watch. If you don't want to be here and don't want to watch, go. We don't want you here either. But if you want to be a part of it, this is a community that's got your back. This is a community that would do some amazing things and move some crazy mountains. And it has stayed that way even as we've grown. So I've learned I don't cater to the onesies and twosies. I don't cater to a lot of things. But if you need help or you need something, this community will absolutely get it done for you. So, yeah. Chris Benoit hate, I give him the finger. And it isn't that one. Yeah, there's definitely some things, for sure. It is definitely some stuff, for sure, yep. And look at that, already getting a 2 count. Wade War Walters trying to get Benoit. Eagle Star trying to collect the bounty on Speak of the Devil. No, Chris Benoit gets out, and I have never seen that reverse quite that way. Ends up putting him in a neck breaker. Brutus on the outside with Rowdy. Rowdy and Brutus getting after it. Benoit, Kipty, Wade War Walters, and Cecil Davis. Now remember, right now, not a lot of strategy. Just beat whoever you're going to beat. But as you get down to the last 5 to 4 people, there starts becoming a real strategy. Hit Squad both down in the ring. Now both getting back to their feet, getting out of the ring, getting back into the fray of what is going on. And we haven't seen one submission win tonight, or one submission at all, to be fair, tonight. Not even one. What is going on, Witcher? Welcome to the stream, brother. Eagle now going for the leg. 1, 2. And Jericho able to kick out in 2. But again, this goes back to what I'm talking about. Trying to get the Hart Foundation out of this match is exactly what needs to happen. Eagle tried to save Rowdy. Ended up getting broke up. And now a big delayed, one of those delayed suplexes. And Brutus on another level. Kempty in the ring. Kempty and Eagle, but Rowdy now rolls up the leg. 1, 2. And because there wasn't a referee within 10 miles of this match, apparently, only a 2 count. And a 0 count over there. Kempty and Eagle still getting after it inside the ring. Grabs the leg. 2. And only a 2 count. Rowdy now getting back up to his feet. Big suplex by Benoit, but he's sitting on the ground still. Kempty trying to roll Eagle Star over, putting him in a submission hold. Is this going to be our first tap out of the night? No, it isn't. Rowdy was on the ground. Kempty now going up top. And I think Kempty realizes what's going on, was trying to get in the ring to stop it, and Kempty saw it coming, got out. This is Kempty's finisher. Is he going to get 1, 2, 3? And Kempty scores a pin on one of the members of the Hart Foundation. Eagles are now back after Kempty. Brutus walking over. Benoit still on the ground. Cecil and Brutus now fighting it out. Wade War Walters trying to fight it out. Eagles are almost getting something over there. Kempty now sees it. Eagle in a bad spot, but ends up getting some help from Kempty on accident. Picks up Cecil and now gets him in his brand new submission hold. Benoit grabbing the leg and only a 2 count. And look at that big kick, and that might be the demise of Benoit. 2, 3. And Eagles scoring 4 points for the Horsemen on Benoit. Rowdy and Brutus, I can't believe either one of those 2 guys are still standing up. Those guys have been getting after it. And this starts getting down. Now it's 3 teams on 3 teams. You have the complete LWO. You got the complete. Oh, Eagle getting another 4 points for the Horsemen, pinning Kempty. But now this is where it gets really important. What? 2. And Eagle trying to score it on Brutus as well, but this is where it gets really important. Right now, Cecil has got to get one of the members of the other team out. And then those 2 guys have got to get out another member of the other team. It has got to happen. If they don't do it, it turns into a 2-on-1 match eventually. Eagle going after everybody with that chair. And this would be either the really good idea or the big mistake. Cecil taking Eagle down twice. Eagle landing on top of that chair. Oh, look at that save right there. It looked like Cecil was about to put him in. His finishing move. Rowdy gets in, though, and breaks it up. Rowdy bleeding out the head right there. Rowdy, the only guy in the ring right now without a mask on. Look at this. Can he get him up? Can he keep him up? Rowdy kicks out in 2. Eagle Star grabs the leg. Referee blocks Brutus. 1, 2, 3. And Eagle scores another 4 points for the Horsemen by pinning Wade. Eagle taking it to another level. Look at this. Trying to even get the submission, but now look, this is where things start to get real. The Horsemen can eliminate whoever they eliminate, and they're in a really good spot. One of these guys, so have got to eliminate a Horseman if they know what's good for them. And only a 1 count. Rowdy and Brutus now. Oh, Rowdy, Bowdy. Is that going to be it for Brutus? 1, 2, 3. And it is almost all over, but the crying with that pin right there, it just became a handicap match against Cecil. So we have never seen anybody go on to win when they're the 1 versus the 2 in this kind of handicap match. Right now, the Horsemen looking like they're going to win this match right here. It is just a matter of how long. 1, 2, 3, and Rowdy comes away with the victory.
Here are your winners, the 4 Horsemen.
So absolutely crazy. When you look at the overall thing, the Horsemen scoring 26 points in that match alone. Eagle Star scoring 12 points. Rowdy scoring 14 points. Kempty scoring 4 points also for the LWO. But what a crazy match. And this is how stuff like this can get turned around, and turned around with a quickness. What is going on, Blaze? Welcome to the stream, brother. Guys, again, go check out Blaze Radio. We talk about Temple Plays. Go check out Blaze Radio as well. Another amazing E-Federation that he runs over there. Matter of fact, a lot of what we're doing here kind of inspired by that. Done differently, but inspired by that, absolutely. So here we go, the last of the men's 8-man tornado tag elimination match. And we're looking like right here, there's a lot of things on the line. We've seen right now the Horsemen kind of, it looks like they've climbed their way up out of that bottom spot. But you're looking at the Syndicate, you're looking at the LWO, Team Blaq needing to score some points. So Sentinel and Paul the Thing, like there's some things that have got to happen here tonight.
The following contest is a fatal 4-way tag team match. Introducing first, at a combined weight of 478 pounds, the Team.
So you can tell right here Sting trying to pass on his lineage to his kids, known as the Borden brothers. Stephen Borden Jr. on the right, Garrett Borden on the left. But they have been doing some stuff. They have been trying to get some things done as well. And trying to make their own inroads, trying to make their own name, and kind of coming into this right at the start of Wrestling War to help Sting form his team. So are they going to be able to step up right now? They were sitting in second place at the start, but now possibly finding themselves coming down a little bit. You know, they were sitting at 47 points, but now some of these other teams starting to make their own inroads, starting to make their own way through this tournament and starting to step up and work their way out. Like Monsters Eclipse, that's a big thing that is going on right now. Monsters Eclipse really starting to work their way out of it.
And their opponents, first at a combined weight of 501 pounds, D-Generation X.
D-Generation X, they kind of broke up like the tag team, like in the middle of it. Jace went on to do something. Ed took on a different tag. It didn't seem to work out so well, so now coming back to their roots a little bit, coming back to the thing that they know how to do and seeing if they can get that working again right now. And isn't even going to be a thing, you know what I mean? Definitely going to have to wait and see on that. So yeah, just doing some quick math with some of this stuff right now. And the Hart Foundation sitting at 73 points. The Four Horsemen with that last win.
At a combined weight of 595 pounds, the new foundation.
With that last win and then Totes singles win, jumps up to 63 points. Monsters Eclipse up to 55 points. So Team Sting now, they have dropped down to 47 points. D-Generation X 2.0 at 39. The Syndicate at 34 points. And Team Blaq at the bottom at 26. So, again, not very many matches left to do some stuff, but really important right now for Team Sting to try to score some points. Really important for the Syndicate to try to score some points. And when you look at these tag teams, really the Syndicate, when Vipero and Andrew Dubs are teamed up together, have got to be the favorite even in this four-way match. So those guys really needing to step up and score some points. We have seen that it is possible to score 26 points in a match. Can they step up? You can actually score 30 to be fair. So can they step up and score a majority of those points and help kind of solidify where they're going to be at?
And their opponents at a combined weight of 446 pounds, the Universal World Heavyweights Tag Team Champions, the Syndicate.
So the Syndicate making their way down to the ring. Dubs wearing that United States Championship belt, also carries, like his tag team partner, the Universal Tag Team title belt. But the Syndicate really needing to score some points here tonight, going from 3 right now, sitting at the 7th spot. But again, we still got some matches left, but it's starting to get down to the final few matches. So again, every point ends up mattering. I didn't think anybody had even come close to the Hart Foundation, but now after blocking the Hart Foundation in the last 2 matches, the Hart Foundation at 73, the Horsemen at 63, Monsters Eclipse at 55, Team Singh at 47. So that's another one. Team Singh needing to score some points. Team Blaq in last place with 26. So they could use another 26 points. That would take them right up over Team Singh almost immediately. So, and then of course D-Generation X sitting at 39 right now. They're again sitting in that number 5 position. That hasn't changed. So they are needing to score some points as well. So everybody in this match, a lot riding on the line, a lot trying to make sure they get out of it. And look at that, Vipero on another level since winning the United States Championship. Getting after Ed Cardozo right now. Jace staying on top of Andrew Dubbs. Sentinel trying to take out Stephen Borden Jr. on the outside. Paul the Thing trying to take out Garrett Borden, the Sons of Sting. And Jace with a sledgehammer now getting after Vipero. Paul trying to stop him, but Jace not having it. Andrew Dubbs getting things turned back around on Ed inside the ring, and here we go. Big slam by Vipero now going for the leg. Dubbs taking it off that second rope. Will he go for the pin? He does. And a kick out. So still a little bit early for any of those. All the teams are still a team right now. Every team. No teams have been disbanded as of yet. The Royale Eagle, welcome to the stream. Or as they say in Europe, the Eagle Royale. With cheese. I was like, where did Dubbs just run off to? But he ran up over here. Jace, and remember, Jace having one of the most devastating moves, one of the most devastating finishing moves on the planet. Probably not the last episode, but the one before that would be my guess. Yep, it's a free 30-day membership. Jace now picking up that sledgehammer, going back after Dubbs, and I'm telling you what, D-Generation X and that sledgehammer have a long history when you're looking at Triple H. And Jace just passing out one shot after another. Sentinel not even going after him, trying to get around him, but Jace going, no, you get a sledgehammer. You get a sledgehammer. Everybody gets a sledgehammer. Look at that little sneakity going on right there, not even having it. And then takes him, rolls him up back into the ring. Goes Sentinel. Sentinel, though, waiting on Garrett Borden. Not even sure if that's why Garrett got in the ring, but it is now. Taking him, putting him into the corner. Vipero getting after Paul. And look at all these guys. Head thrown onto Paul. Stephen Borden Jr. now going after the leader of D-Generation X and Jace Wagner. Sentinel like a steam locomotive coming through. Chugga choo choo on that. Using Garrett Borden's head as the train stop. Now picks him up, slams him down. Will he go for the pin? He will. But the ref doesn't care. The ref could care less what's going on in that ring right now. And it's funny because normally the referee would care only about what goes on in the ring. Look at this. Sentinel really getting after Garrett right there. Garrett trying to get back up. And a huge right hand sending him back down. And now the ref seems to understand that somebody's in the ring, so I guess he's going to get in now. Big kick Vipero trying to roll in after Jace. Sentinel now getting him. Jace blocking that. Turning him back around. And now getting the chin buster on it. That's another thing we might end up looking at, because you look at... Oh! Andrew Dubs almost scoring the pinfall right there. But not able to get it in. And then Vipero almost getting the shot. Thought he would go for the pin right there. Now he does. Referee running around, goofing off. 1, 2, 3. And Sentinel getting the pin on Jace. Whoa! Sentinel taking it to another level. That is 2 pins now. Sentinel getting 2 pins. Pinning Vipero. And again, though, this is exactly what their team needs right now if they want to move on. Ed now, oh, it looks like Garrett is out. Ed now setting up. And there it is. That is his finishing move. Grabs the leg. 1, 2, 3. And Ed takes out Garrett Borden. So again, a lot riding right now on Andrew Dubs. I would say probably the most. And look at this. Is he going to get him to tap out? He does not get him to tap out, but almost scoring 5 points for his team right there. Paul now trying to fight back. Andrew Dubs picking him up. Remember, too, Paul the Thing, a member of the Bark Squad. And Dubs needing to score some points. Gets thrown down right there on the back, in the back of his head, hitting that chair. And almost all of the face paint removed off of Stephen Borden Jr. Ed now grabbing the leg. 1, 2. And getting a 2 count. Dubs. Paul has Paul up, but Sentinel, his tag partner, sitting right there. Rolls in wrong way. Referee out of position. 1. And only gets a 1 count. Gotta wonder what would have happened had the referee had a clue. But working out okay for Sentinel. Whoa! Ed came up, went to hit Paul the Thing. Paul ducks it. Sentinel now taking the brunt of it. And then Ed breaking the remainder of it over Andrew Dubs. Now grabs that leg. 1, 2. And really, you look at the 3 competitors. This again goes into awareness, goes into knowing what is going on. Ed grabs Andrew Dubs, and that might be all over, but the crying. 1, 2, 3. And Ed pins Dubs. So just trying to catch up on everything that just happened there. But that is really exactly what needed to happen right there for these two. You look at Paul, that is a 22-point win right there for Team Blaq. So Team Blaq now at 48 points. Again, exactly what needed to happen. That jumps them right up in front of Team Sting. You look at Ed. Ed scored 8 points for D-Generation X. And now that puts D-Generation X at 47, Team Sting at 47, but Team Blaq now out of last place puts them up into fourth at 48 points. So a huge win right there coming for the men. Really throwing a lot of things now into disarray, tightening up all these matches yet again. Now, the last four-way match of the evening for the men getting ready to happen. Team Blaq, again, having a shot here to add some more points. The Horsemen having their shot. Team Sting, represented by Damian, having his shot. And Chris Ray of the LWO, probably the one more than anybody that needs some points. Scored right here, LWO.
Is a fatal four-way Falls Count Anywhere match. Making his way to the ring, representing the Four Horsemen from Montgomery, Alabama, weighing in at 240 pounds, the WCW World Heavyweight Champion, Bama Boy.
But really tighten things up. So now, just a quick rundown of what is going on. Hart Foundation, 73 points, sitting in the first spot. Horsemen at 63, sitting at number 2. Number 3 now, Team Blaq, sitting at 48. No. Monsters Eclipse, sitting at 55, is number 3. Team Blaq at number 4 at 48, tied for 5th. Team Sting and D-Generation X 2.0 sitting at 47 points. Then the LWO at 35 and the Syndicate at 34 points. So the Syndicate really needing to get some things going on. Has one more shot in the 8-man match.
From Port-au-Prince, Haiti, weighing in at 266 pounds, Blaq Hart.
Yeah, typically it doesn't go that way, but for some reason, you know what I mean? When in Rome. And look at this guy. Blackheart now making his way down to the ring. Been struggling like earlier, but now starting to come out of it. Will he be able to continue his team's winning ways here tonight? Team Blaq with Sentinel and Paul the Thing scoring 22 points and getting their guys out of the basement. Matter of fact, knocking them all the way up to the 4th position. Can Paul advance those numbers right now? And look, these 8-man matches are going to be huge tonight. Absolutely huge. It is going to be something on a completely different level, because those 8-man matches now are going to decide who goes home tonight and who does not. Every team from the men and every team from the women will be represented in those 8-man matches as well.
From the old country, weighing in at 337 pounds, Damian!
So probably in an effort to make up some time. Some of these entrances are going to be cut a little bit short, but like, look at the state of that guy making his way down to the ring. Damian, absolutely freaky. And now the guys in the back still have his entrance wrong. Now a member of the LWO, El Jefe, Chris Ray, making his way down to the ring as well. All new look. All new feel. But a former member of the NWO. Apparently we don't pay the guys in the back enough money to fix his Titantron. But regardless of who's getting fixed and who's not getting fixed, it is time right now to get the last four-way match on. A lot of implications in this match. Looking at the LWO, sitting at 35 points. Chris Ray needing to score some points. Team Blaq, they could score some points. Now Damian needing to score some points. Right now his team is tied for 5th place. And if you look, Damian only have scored 2 points this entire Wrestle War, so not a whole lot doing for him. And then Bama having a shot to keep some of these guys down, to not allow them to win the match and possibly eliminate them right here, right now. Look at that. Damian already splitting Blaq open. Blaq and Sting having quite a rivalry there for a little bit. And then eventually Damian and Sting. But then Damian now a member of his team. Blaq forming his own team. And look at this. Bama continually trying to get it in. Finally getting the best of Damian and getting him on the ground. But Blaq there to clean up the ring. Goes, grabs the leg. 1, 2. And remember, when Jakai got hurt, Bama was the one in the ring that ended up hurting him. But what kind of a toll did that take on Bama? What kind of a toll did that match have on him as well? This is his first match back after that match. Referee eventually going to get around to doing something. And Chris Ray and Damian on the inside of the ring. Blaq now going after the world champ. And remember, Blackheart, a former 2-time WCW world champion. El Jefe right there, showing that no good deed goes unpunished. Bama sweeping the leg, Danielson, taking him out at the leg, picks him up, throws him down, gives him a little flippity-doo-dah on top of the belly-to-belly to you. Talking a little bit of trash and then getting right back. But Chris Ray proving he didn't like the trash talk so much. And getting that turned back around. Now, what is going on? Iffy, welcome to the stream. Melinda will be fighting tonight as well. 1 count. Chris now getting the better of Bama. And that's the other thing, you know, when you're the reigning world champion, every time somebody has a good match against you, they're like, see, I could be the world champion. So you always have that issue. You always have the thing that makes you not want to let people have good matches against you, because it's just going to turn into them wanting a title shot. Well, happy early birthday, Eagle. I will not probably be on it all tomorrow. So tomorrow I got a lot of packing, a lot of things to do to get ready for the vacations. We leave very early on Wednesday morning. So happy early birthday going out to a member of the Four Horsemen, Eagle Star. And Eagle's from Bama. And now grabbing the leg after hitting him right in the scunion with that stop sign. Bama now giving him the old thunder rolls. 1, 2. And Chris Ray able to kick out in 2. Look at this. Blaq now picking up. Damian getting it locked in, trying to score 5 points for the submission. Damian, though, fighting through it, not allowing it to happen. And that might have been all over but the crying right there. Chris hooking the leg of the current world champion, Bama. And look at that no-sell on that kick. Blaq was just like, nope. So Chris jumps out of the way. Bama trying to get back in position to take out Chris. Finally does it and hits Blackheart with the Roll Tide. Referee making popcorn. Gets a 1 count in. And then Bama, boy, world champion. Got the crowd getting after it. Damian's got something in his hand. What does he have? And Chris Ray able to kick out in 2-0. Looking like he's got that thing. Bama goes over, hits him with the stop sign. Oh, hits Chris with the stop sign. Just passing out stop sign shots, and look at both of them. Both of them throw not just a stop sign, but throw the trash can, and it hits the referee. Ricochets that stop sign off the trash can and then hits Blackheart. So Blackheart goes down. The referee's still down. All of them moving to another corner of the ring just to make it more obvious how out of position the referee is going to be here in about 5 seconds. Bama now splits open Damian. Referee says, I'm not even going to run over there. And Chris Ray gets the pin on Blackheart. And it looked like for a second there like Damian was going to get that pin in on Bama. Bama, though, able to kick out. And look at this. Chris Ray doing the sneakity deekity. And I'll tell you who didn't appreciate that was Damon. Chris now reversing everything that comes his way. And finally, Damian gets a hold of him. Bama letting him know what time it is. Damian letting Bama know what time it is. Huge flying clothesline. Bama trying to get back to his feet. Chris Ray getting the trash can. Referee asking for autographs over in the crowd. Chris Ray throws that trash can up. Damian delivering a leg drop, and now Chris trying to take Damian out. But that one move right there, Chris Ray picking up 4 points for the LWO. Moves them up 39 points. But can he find a way to get some more points here? Look at this, Bama getting Chris into the corner. Takes him, puts him down now, looking like he's wanting to go to that top rope. Takes it up top, hits him with it. Is he going to go for the pin? Chris rolls out of the way, and look at this. Look at the state of this. He hits him with a knee like a little side buster, and that was almost enough to put him out. But more importantly, his head hit that trash can going down, and now Damian splits him open. Champion trying to get back to his feet. And ode to his dad, picks him up. Huge choke slam. Thought he might be going for a pin, but instead, oh, and this is his finisher. It might be all over for Bama. Now grabs him. 1, 2, 3. And Damian getting the 4 points. Pinning the world champion Bama. Now, who is going to walk away with the final 10 to 11 points of this match? Damian trying to be in control, but that one pin right there already puts them back in one of the top 4 positions. So you see like how big that is right there. Just that one pin. Just the fact that Blackheart unable to score any points in the match now puts Team Sting back in the top 4 positions. In another trash can getting got. Chris playing a little bit of possum. Whoa! Looked like Damian was trying to do some things. Looking like he had some bad intentions. You can see the blood running down his face. But can Chris get back up? Can Chris find a way to turn it around? Can he find a way to get the win? Goes up and comes back down. Then he throws a trash can on him. Chris Ray tries to no-sell it. Gets thrown out of the ring. Damian now delivering right hands and trying to bring him back in. Is he going to hit? The trash can barely misses it. And now wrenching on the neck. Wrenching on the neck of Chris. Setting up for it. The modified tombstone lung blower. Damian hits him with them, turns him over, rolls it up, might be all over, but the crying. And Damian walks away with 14 points.
Here is your winner, Damian.
So Chris Ray scoring 4 points for the LWO, brings him up to 39. Damian scoring 14 points for Team Sting. That now brings him, or brings them, up to 61 points. So again, now, not only does that move them out of the bottom 4 positions, but you got the Hart Foundation at 73, the Horsemen at 63, Team Sting now at 61, the Monsters Eclipse at 55, Team Blaq at 48. D-Generation X sitting at 37. The LWO at 39. And now the Syndicate in last place at 34. So these last matches are about to become monstrous. Call Webster. Tell him that there's a new word in the dictionary called monstrous. It's going to be crazy. Absolutely crazy. So here we go, getting ready now, the women to hook up their two 4-way tornado tag team matches to see. And again, remember, lots of points on the line right now. Lots of points on the line, up to 30 points. Just in, if it was just pinfall wins, there is up to 30 points on the line right now in these tag team matches. So women now getting their shot. Not going to be able to track them so much. I will not know by the end of the night who did what. But on that, but I will be posting it not only in my Discord channel later. I will also copy that post and put that onto YouTube as well so that we know what happens. But we should know the guys. The guys I've got a matrix for.
The following is a fatal 4-way tag team match. Introducing first, the Red Faction.
So the Red Faction obviously aligned with GC Rock, now making their way down to the ring. And we know the women absolutely put on some banger matches. This will be no different.
opponents. First, the WCW Women's United States Champions, the Bikers.
So brand new United States champion, the Witch and the Sorceress, gonna tag it up. Again, you know, people look at it and they're like, oh, why am I not in the singles? Why am I not in the 4? Why am I not? Really, if you look at it, there are 30 points on the line right now in this tag team match. So these tag team matches absolutely matter. If you want to move on, you got to do well in these matches. Yeah, just in time. Reppin' Tia just in time.
Making their way to the ring, the WCW Women's Underground Internet Champions, the Gate Crashers.
Gate Crashers now making their way down to the ring. Brand new women's WCW Special Series Outlaw Champion. And again, the Outlaw Championship, probably one of the toughest belts to win. And the brand new look of Sarah. How are the two newcomers going to do in this match? Lot of experience in the ring here tonight. But again, not many matches are out there, so every single point matters, every single pinfall matters, every single submission, we haven't seen one yet tonight, but every single submission matters and every single win absolutely matters. 8 team on the men's side, 8 team on the women's side, 4 will be eliminated from each. Moving into round 4, and this is the finale of round 3.
And their opponents, the Hart Foundation.
So the Hart Foundation and Tiffany Hart, to be fair, also kind of a newcomer, starting to see some success in the WCW. Holly H. Hart has been around for a minute or so, so trying to show her sister the ropes. But tonight, needing to win here, the men's side doing very well. The women's side not doing quite as they had hoped as of yet. But again, this is a high stakes type of a thing, high risk, high reward type of a deal. Women now getting involved in round 3. Only 8 teams remain on the men and women's side. So it'll be very interesting to see how it all goes down. What is going on, Tammy? Welcome to the stream. That'll be another interesting thing. We just saw Witcher win the United States Championship. And then we just saw Reppin' Tia win the 8-woman Outlaw Championship. How is that going to go? How does that boost their confidence? How does that get them rolling? Or could it possibly backfire and go in a different direction? Could it be like, oh, we already got title belts, not worried about it? Highly doubt it from the women who won these title belts, but I'm just saying, definitely something to keep an eye on. Witcher now getting after Sarah. Reppin' Tia going after one of the Hart sisters, Holly H. Hart. And this is one of those moves where I've got to write down who does them and take it out of their moveset. The move just takes way too long and happens way too many times. Look at the Sorceress getting after Lady Rock, breaking that kendo stick over her head. Reppin' Tia waiting until she broke that kendo stick. Now takes her, throws her out of the ring. Holly H. Hart trying to roll up the leg of Sarah, and Sarah kicking out in one. Reppin' Tia making her way into that ring, though, and definitely giving Sarah a chance to get up. Sarah then goes, saves Reppin' Tia. Witcher trying to come in. Reppin' Tia playing a little bit of possum there, whipping her into the corner. The Sorceress and Sarah after it. The Sorceress now going after one of the Hart sisters. And look at this. Look at that submission move right there. Gets it turned over, but Lady Rock getting that turned around with a quickness. And it looks like Repentia is on another level right now. Passing out ass whoopings left and right. And finally gets Penny. Takes Penny, puts her, thought she was going to put her in a corner, but instead running her post to post. And Witcher controlling the action on the outside. Now Lady Rock taking a sledgehammer, trying to slow down the momentum. And Repentia on the ground, Sarah on the ground, Tiffany Hart grabbing the leg, 2. And only a 2 count on Tiffany Hart. Guys, give me 1 second. Gotta let somebody in. All right, and we're back. Of course, you knew a pin was going to happen like right away, like right when it all went downtown. You knew it was going to happen. Repentia now grabbing the leg, 1. Sorceress trying to get a pin. Witcher looking for some stuff. Penny making her way around Repentia, not letting up on Holly H. Hart. And look at the carnage from all the stuff. Rep now going up to the top rope. And what was that? Goes now, grabs the leg. That has got to be it. 2, 3. And it looks like Tiffany now trying to get the revenge on her, but Rep sees her coming. Sarah on the outside with Witcher. Lady Rock looks like she is just going to hang out at the announce table. Not wanting to move. That is the finisher of Sarah, and Sorceress finally breaking it up. Sarah having the Witcher in it. Didn't know if she was going to tap or not. Ends up not tapping out. And Sarah now was kind of getting dominated early on in this match, but now absolutely controlling what is going on in the ring. Repentia still over there with Tiffany taking care of business. And for whatever reason just said, hey, got something else to do over here. Grabs Witcher, rolls up the leg. And only a 1 count. Sorceress and Sarah on the inside of the ring. Penny now making her way back in, but it looks like she's got her sights set on Tiffany. Oh, Witcher fighting through now. Sorceress fighting through. Penny grabbing the leg of Tiffany. 2. And Tiffany able to kick out again. Repentia reversing back around. Sorceress got the pin on Sarah. Sarah able to kick out in 2 as well. I was wondering if she saw her coming. Might have saw her coming, but doesn't even matter. Now grabs her. And look at that move. Witcher breaking up what looked like was going to be like a tag breakup, but it was Tiffany Hart, so not sure if she was actually coming over there to break that up or not. Sarah and Penny in the ring. Sorceress and Repentia going after it. Penny now, or Witcher jumping back in the ring, and here it is, Witch's Brew on Penny. Is Penny gonna tap out? She does not. Sorceress going for the pin. 1, 2. And Repentia able to kick out again. Sarah now getting back to her feet. Penny looking like she is just out. And Tiffany now going after that sledgehammer. Sarah looking like she had her eyes kind of set on Tiffany. Witcher ends up saving her. Probably not even on purpose. 1, 2. And Sarah able to kick out in 2. Repentia has the Sorceress up. Sorceress fights through it though. Witcher now hits her finisher again on Tiffany Hart. Is Tiffany now going to tap out? Does not tap out. Sarah has Penny rolled up. 2, 3. And Sarah scores a pinfall on Penny. Repentia scores a pinfall on the Sorceress. Whoa, and she just passing them out. Repentia now gets the pinfall on Witcher. And we're just getting ready to talk about what kind of needed to happen. Rep now grabbing the leg of Tiffany. 1, 2, 3, and the Gate Crashers come away with the victory.
Here are your winners, the Gate Crashers.
That is crazy. Repentia scoring 22 points. Sarah scoring 4. Tiffany Hart scoring 4. And the Gate Crashers total scoring 26, which ties the record. Absolutely ties the record. What a great match that is. Now the women getting ready to face off in the last 8-man tag match of the evening. So when we look at what we got left as far as the matches go, we're looking right now at having we have the 8-man tag team title match left. We have the 8-man elimination match for the win, for the women, for the men, and then the extinction level match. The winner gets themselves out of it. The loser goes on to face Extinction at the finale. So, one more big match left to go. Here tonight. Well, 4 more big matches left to go, but the last 8-man tag match of the evening is getting ready to happen right now. And then it gets real. I think the 8-man singles elimination match is where it's coming down to.
The following is a fatal 4-way tag team match. Introducing first, representing the Maniacs from the Wasteland, the Deranged Terran.
I'm telling you, it doesn't get much better than that entrance attire right there. That mask on another level. A lot of layers going on in there. What is going on, R2K? Welcome to the stream, brother. Oh, what happened at the hospital? Sorceress is back to Grayskull. Yeah, I'm telling you, it happens. Like you see in the beginning.
The monster eclipse from Limbo, the webmaster, Nikkita Walter.
Well, I say that about hers, and then look at the layers on this. If you tried to recreate this, just the masked part of it, the whole thing, not as easy as it looks. But yeah, like I said, we're going to see a lot shorter entrances moving forward so we can try to get this all in tonight. But these two have proven every time they have teamed up to be a dangerous team. So definitely looking at that. Thanks, brother. Yeah, and I hope everything's good. If you got to be up at 3 a.m., I hope things are good.
Making their way to the ring, the NWO.
Speaking of birthdays, Kylee just had a birthday a couple days ago. So, mother and daughter team making their way down to the ring. The NWO women, very tough action. Like you look at the NWO women and the Order of the Phoenix on the women's side. I mean, those are probably like your top factions. But how are they going to do moving forward? How are they going to be in this Wrestle War? Definitely something to keep an eye on here.
And their opponents, the Order.
So now Phoenix and Mimi making their way down to the ring. You look at a lot of these tag teams, the NWO women holding the World Tag Team title belts for a while. Mimi and Phoenix holding the World Tag Team belts for a while. Now other members of the Order of the Phoenix holding the Universal Women's World Tag Team title belts. So again, very tough teams.
And from Puerto Vallarta, Mexico,
and this is another crazy one. You look at the state of this. Melinda now making her way down to the ring. If you guys don't know Melinda Gutierrez, it's iffy in the stream. But making her way down to the ring, going to team up tonight with Susie. This does not make her a part of the New Blood or a part of any of the other things. But teaming up with the leader of the New Blood here tonight. And I've got a funny feeling these two are going to do very well together. If they do, what is that going to mean moving forward? If they don't, what is that going to mean? Probably not a whole lot. But getting their shot here tonight to score some points for their team.
Representing the new foundation from Smithfield, North Carolina, the
Susie Lee, really good competitor in the women's division, coming off the longest title reign as the WCW television champion. Now getting kind of the shot here tonight in the women's division, and also the only woman wearing sunglasses in the ring in the women's division. So you look at all the women in this thing and then trying to guess like who's going to be the favorite, which team is going to be the favorite before you would have had to say like the NWO, you would have had to say the Order of the Phoenix, but it's hard to tell now because there's a lot of great women competitors in this match. And this is essentially like a chaotic singles match. So even though it is a tag team match, it is still very much like a singles match with it being everybody in the ring. Now remember, as we go through this match, we start looking more and more at who is in and who is out. Not by, oh, it's this person, this person, this person, but we have this one team in with two people and another one where they're not a part of the team. So definitely stuff that we want to keep an eye on. Definitely stuff that we want to keep watching. You wondered why we call it the Bark Squad. You hear these guys barking sometimes. Problem is they're too cute to get rid of. Way too cute. So but look at the women already grabbing trash cans, already doing stuff. Tekryn kind of was hanging out for a little bit, but then immediately goes over and says, hey, maybe I can get involved somewhere over here. Gets thrown into the ring. Don't think Melinda saw her get thrown into the ring. She was looking out, trying to make sure she knew where her tag partner was on the outside. Kylee now getting after Misti. Looked like Phoenix was coming over to help. And Phoenix now going, rolling up the leg. Referee in the position of Saturn. Wasn't even sure what was going on over there. Susie reversing that back around. Kylee getting it reversed back around. Misti now grabbing Melinda, throwing her into the ring. Nikkita trying to get back to her feet. And now the only one in the ring is the referee, which makes a lot of sense. Oh, that was a big slam. Misti now going, rolling up the leg. But no count, so it looks like Nikkita had already kicked out of that. Phoenix was going after Melinda. Kylee tries to break it up. Everybody's getting thrown all over the place. Melinda breaks up the tag on Susie and then wisely gets out of the way of that Mohawk torpedo. Now, allowing the photographers to get a good picture of that. So don't be shocked if we don't see that in a magazine. Misti of the New World Order trying to steal a pin. Referee didn't even know a pin was going on, so not shocking there. Susie now gets Kylee. Big bulldog goes, rolls up the leg. One, and Misti there to break it up in one. Melinda now throws Nikkita Walters in to Misti to try to break that up. Susie unable to get over there in time though, but that was quite a crazy move. Tekryn now fighting through Phoenix, getting a neck breaker turned around on her. Kylee going after Melinda. It looked like Susie and Melinda got their signals crossed there, but fighting through that now. And Tekryn able to kick out. Melinda ducking out between underneath Mimi now, getting her, picking her up. That is a big neck breaker. And now going after her tag team partner. Melinda working through the crowd. Nikkita trying to get out of the crowd. The NWO women look like they are chasing down Nikkita. Susie trying to get back to her feet. Melinda trying to sneak up on him. Susie doing the same thing. But the NWO kind of controlling what is going on over on that side. Tekryn in a 2-on-1 situation against the Order of the Phoenix. And Phoenix herself gets a 2 count. Mimi not having it. Misti tried to hit Mimi with the guitar, but Mimi absolutely not having that. Said no thank you. Now tries to roll up the leg. Tekryn trying to get involved in that, looking like she wants a piece of Mimi. Then a piece of Susie. Can't decide what she wants. Susie getting over, breaking up the armbar on Melinda. Mimi now, wow, what a crazy move. One, and able to kick out in one. Kylee now setting up for her finisher. Picks up Phoenix, takes her back down. Rolls up the leg, 1, 2. And Phoenix able to kick out in 2. You could have gave me 10 guesses. I would have said no way. I'd already started to write. Figured that was over. Susie now after Tekryn. Misti trying to get back to her feet. Nikkita Walters taking Misti, putting her in her finishing move. Susie now trying to put Mimi into her finisher. Is she going to tap out? And look at that. Melinda coming through with a huge clothesline. Nikkita now has Melinda back in that armbar, but Melinda again fights through it. Back and forth, Susie and Mimi go. Which one of them are going to get the pin? If either one of them. Misti was going for the pin. And I can't believe that not one of these ladies has been eliminated from this match as of yet. But you say that, and there is Red's redemption. No getting up from that. And Misti scores 4 points for the NWO. And that's kind of a bigger deal. Again, the NWO and the Order of the Phoenix, kind of the big ones right there. And so the NWO actually scoring the pinfall on the Order of the Phoenix. That is a big deal. Now Nikkita Walters grabbing the leg of Melinda. 1, 2, 3. And Nikkita scores 4 points for her team. Susie, though, coming back, scoring 4 for theirs and eliminating the Order of the Phoenix. So the Order of the Phoenix will not score any points in this match. But now you're starting to get down to it. Nikkita now trying to get a pinfall on the NWO. Does not. But this is where you've got 5 competitors left. Susie needs to score a pinfall, but on one at a time. One from each team, or she will find herself in a bad situation. So will all of them. Tekryn now looks like she's setting up for the ending. However, Kylee gets in, saves her mom. And Susie scores another pinfall and takes out Nikkita. Susie now scoring 8 points for their team. Misti scoring 8 points for the But look, that's not a bad deal right there. Susie able to score 4 points for the team that her and Melinda are on. The NWO able to score 4 points as well, and it's pretty fundamental as of right now. The NWO women unable to get out of each other's way, but it is just about all over but the crying. Kylee trying to get the win right here and may have just done it. Is she going to go for the pin? She does. And the NWO walking away with 18 points.
Here are your winners, the NWO.
What a crazy match that is. But again, these two women proving why not only have they been on the singles world title stage, but they have won every tag team title belt on the world level and the universal level as well. So again, a very tough team to go after, but these are the two matches that it all comes down to. These are the two matches in Wrestling Wars that is going to determine the 4 teams that go home and the 4 teams that move on to round 4. So you look at the state of the people that are in these matches. You have champions, people that can win championship golds all the way up and down every single one of these. So these are going to be some of the best matches we see tonight. And then we will see, can the Judgment Day take themselves off the elimination block? And when I mean elimination, I mean extinction block.
Is an elimination match. Making her way to the ring, representing the Outlaws from the Queen City, the phenomenal one, Oxley, the greatest WCW Women's Champion of all time. If there was somebody that the little girls at home would want to be aspiring to, it would be Ozzy. Ozzy winning the WCW World Champion and then defending that title belt a record 11 times. Absolutely crazy. Again, tonight, and typically in Wrestle War rounds, we are going to see a lot shorter entrances so that we can actually get on to these matches. The authority from Capitol Hill, Washington, D.C., the WCW Women's World Champion, the Judge, Julie Justice.
Julie Justice, current WCW Women's World Champion. Also going to be in this match as well. So you got like the greatest WCW Women's Champion. You've got the current WCW Women's Champion. You've got, coming out right now, the greatest Universal Women's Champion. So a lot of crazy, the current Queen of the Ring.
The NWO from St. Louis, Missouri. The Universal Women's World Champion and the Ring of Women's All-Star Champion, the Extreme Shy Girl, Davis.
So right there, like that would be an amazing dream match, right? 3-way match, the current champion, the current Universal Champion, and the greatest WCW Women's Champion. What more do you want right there? That would headline any gig. But we still have 5 more competitors coming down to the ring.
Representing the Bikers from Montreal, Quebec, Canada, the WCW Light Heavyweight Champion, Tammy.
Right now, Tammy currently undefeated. This match will not count if she loses going that way, but currently undefeated in WCW. I do not count 8-man matches that way. When you're talking about an unbeaten streak. But the current WCW Women's Light Heavyweight Champion, a lot of people have their eyes on that belt as well. She has been able to win it in her very first match and hold off anybody from taking it from her. And for the longest time, this was this is probably our most realistic looking created wrestler.
And representing the Hart Foundation from Toronto, Ontario, Canada, Bobby Hart.
It's crazy, though. You look at the New World Order, every single one of those women have won World Championship gold at some point in some at some promotion. So absolutely crazy to see the 4 of them tagged up.
The Faces of Fear from Death Valley, one half of the WCW Women's World Tag Team Champions, Miss
Miss Nightmare, too, another former Women's Universal World Champion. So, again, it's like the who's who of the women's division in this 8-way elimination match. But remember, this is Wrestle War 1. Points are on the line here tonight. And yet another. Now, so far in the WCW, unable to come away with the Women's World Champion, but in TSW, won World Championship gold there.
representing the Disciples of Darkness from the pits of hell, the Destroyer Crimson.
So guys, remember, drop a like on the video, subscribe if you're new, turn on the bell notification so you don't miss any time we go live, share the video, very important, sharing the video, let people know, the likes let people know that you like what's going on, the shares let people know where we're at, so very important stuff. And then if you want to, become a member of the channel.
And their opponent, representing the Order from Leeds, England, the Universal Women's International Champion and one half of the Universal Women's World Tag Team Champions, the Legend Killer, Jace.
And then I could have gave you guys 95 guesses, and it's not that Jane isn't amazing, absolutely amazing, but Jane is the only Universal Grand Slam winner. She is the only one to not only win the Universal World Championship, the Universal Divas Championship, which she has in her hand, and the Universal Tag Team Championship, which is also in her hand, able to win all 3 title belts at one point in her career. Nobody has done it on the men's side. Nobody but her has done it on the women's side. So absolutely phenomenal. And now, again, it's just a match of the who's who of the women's division. You want to win the World Championship, it goes through these ladies here. So, look at that move, Tammy, going up over the top. And this is another thing. This is a great deal for Tammy. Again, like we said, Tammy, newcomer, undefeated so far, but doing well in this match against these 7 ladies right here. huge. That is huge. You want to get right up into the title talks, the World Championship talks, the Universal Championship talks. This is where you do it from. You do it from this ring right here. Do well in this match. And that is exactly what will be happening. But look at Bobby Hart. You know, we talked about Bobby Hart a lot, where we've expected her to win these World Championship belts before. Hasn't exactly done it. But right now, on that progression, right now on that way up, doing that. And Ozzy, and the crazy thing is, Ozzy seems to have Crimson's number. Now, Crimson has beat Ozzy before on a countout. But Ozzy just seems to have Crimson's number. Crimson, the largest female wrestler in the women's division. And then you look at Cheyenne, the current Universal Champion. She could end your night in 3 consecutive moves. If she got in the ring and nothing else happened and she just hit you 1, 2, 3 with the moves, your night would be over. Nobody gets up from it. It is the craziest, one of the craziest things I've ever seen. You would think, oh, well, she's little, so she's not able to wrestle. Nope. I don't care. Crimson. It could be against Crimson. If she can put those 3 moves in succession on Crimson, Crimson's night is over. She ain't kicking out. Absolutely nuts. Tammy now making her way back in the ring. Look at that. Jane, and Jane, known for her defense, gets whipped into the rope. Huge punch coming from Ozzy, and Jane uses those ropes, slows down her momentum, and stops that punch, leaving Ozzy left in the middle of the ring. And again, one wrestler in the ring and the referee, almost ensuring that he will stay out of position. And guys, while we got a little bit of time too, while the action is going on in the ring, again, thank you for everything that you guys do. We are growing this community. It is growing very well, and I don't mean just like the number of subscribers. Our channel outperforms most channels in watch time. I'm looking at it right now. Most of the time, you go on to a show for almost 3 hours. The average view per view is not over 10 minutes. We are over 10 minutes right now. So I really appreciate you guys and all the support that you guys give, and I appreciate you guys making the community what it is. The community is you. I did not create the community. You guys are the community. You guys created it. You guys are the reason why I'm getting ready to go on vacation, but I really want to do this episode because I want to do it for you guys. I want you guys to see it. I want us to keep getting answers. I want us to keep progressing the stories, your stories, and the bigger storyline. So again, thanks for everything you guys do. Really appreciate it. And you guys do a lot of stuff out in the community as well. Rep and Tia just went to a children's hospital. They put on a performance there, and it was cool. She got to send me pictures. If you guys do stuff like that, please, I'd love to see it. Send me pictures of what you guys are doing. I want to create a channel where you can share those pictures in the Discord too and share them with each other. Because again, phenomenal community on YouTube, but I think it's a lot of good people coming together also outside of YouTube. You don't create a good community on YouTube and then you guys not be good people outside of YouTube as well. So anyway, I just appreciate it and want to send a shout out to every one of you guys. But back in the ring, look at this, and you got to watch it over here on the right. Cheyenne starting to go through that moveset that we talked about, then letting her off the hook, throws Jane into the ring. Tammy now grabbing Cheyenne, and I don't know what happened, but something happened in the middle of that move, and they collapsed. Tammy now on top of Bobby Hart. Crimson trying to roll the leg of Ozzy up. Ozzy not having it. The judge passing judgment just hit Tammy with the verdict. Rolls up the leg. And Tammy able to kick out of the verdict, so not guilty. Jane now grabbing Ozzy, throwing her down, rolling up the leg of Bobby. Referee, of course, out of position. You can't expect anything less from him. And Jane getting a 2 count already. And here we go, last dance of Mary Jane, just put onto Ozzy. Jane now grabs the leg and not the normal nonchalant pin. That is respect right there to the champion. Jane scoring 5 points for the Order of the Phoenix. And we all know what happens when we see the first pin. It starts coming fast and furious. A double team now onto Tammy. Tammy grabbing her head, but able to recover as well. The judge now trying to pass judgment. Just hit Cheyenne with the verdict. Grabs both legs. And Cheyenne able to kick out in 2. The judge breaking up Crimson's finishing move and then trying to brag about it. Crimson didn't find it funny, and here we go, my favorite pin in the game. 2. And Miss Nightmare able to kick out in 2. Jane going for that nonchalant pin. Cheyenne, oh, Tammy getting up to the ropes, might have just saved herself right there. Cheyenne setting up for her finishing move called the 8-second ride. And it's not the 8-second ride that's named in the game. Oh, just hit Jane with the 8-second ride, 2. And Jane able to kick out. It didn't quite land the way she wanted it to land. And here we go, Bobby Hart now picking her up. Is this going to be it for Cheyenne? 1. No, Cheyenne able to kick out, not even in a 2 count, but in a 1 count. Bobby Hart now going back after Tammy. The judge getting a Texas-style pile driver. Bobby now rolling up the leg. 2, 3. And Bobby scoring 4 points for the Hart Foundation. And not even sure who they were counting. Not even sure which way that count was even going. But both ladies able to kick out in a 2 count. Look at that move, and Cheyenne lands on the bat, but now setting up in the ring for the 8-second ride. Referee nowhere in position. Cheyenne grabbing the leg, hooking it. 2, 3. And Cheyenne scoring 4 points for the NWO. Miss Nightmare now trying to score, to try to get Cheyenne out, and again out in 2. And look at this. You wonder why she's the Universal Divas Champion. You wonder why she's the first Grand Slam champion. Just use the referee to get to the WCW Women's World Champion. Hit her with the last dance of Mary Jane and take her out of this match. Miss Nightmare now grabbing the bat, hitting Cheyenne with it. Or Crimson taking the bat, throws the bat. Jane ducks underneath it, hits her, throws her into the ring, trying to isolate her. Doesn't realize Crimson got up, and look at this. Crimson takes Jane up and back down, caught her off guard. But Miss Nightmare could not stand that she was about to get a pin. Jane wisely rolls out of the ring. Now grabs the leg. I wasn't even going to count it. Figured it'd only be a 2 count. Miss Nightmare going back after Crimson. Cheyenne rolling out of the ring. And now Jane on the ground, getting back up. Cheyenne on the ground, not ready for it. And there it is, the Bone Crusher. 1, 2. And how did Crimson kick out of the Bone Crusher? It might be like the whole question of how do you get to the center of a Tootsie Pop? 1, 2, 3, right? Crunch. Jane wisely, though, getting after Cheyenne. Cheyenne getting back to her feet. Jane letting the feet go. This Nightmare running over. Jane sees her coming. Hits her with that. Picks her up. Throws her right down. That baseball bat lands right on the small of her back. Oh, you didn't know? Look at this. Crimson showing you why. She is the Women's Universal Champion. 1, 2, 3. And Cheyenne scoring the pin on Crimson. And now they're down to 2, but then hits Jane with the 8-second ride. I wonder why she broke it up. And Cheyenne scores another 4 points for the NWO, putting Jane out. And now it is down to Miss Nightmare and Cheyenne. Miss Nightmare, though, former Universal Women's Champion, but nobody has held the title in season 5 or 6 but Cheyenne, and she is showing you why right here in this match. Cheyenne staying on top of the action. Tried to go after a clothesline. Miss Nightmare grabs her, and it might have been a shocking move. Caught Cheyenne off guard, almost not able to kick out of that big knee. Cheyenne now trying to get back up to her feet. Looked like Miss Nightmare had just a quick little misstep. Cheyenne going after the baseball bat might have been a mistake, and it was. Miss Nightmare able to get back up to her feet, get back in control, takes Cheyenne, runs her head into that top ring, that top turnbuckle pad. A big smash, and now getting to work on Cheyenne with the exact baseball bat she brought in to the ring. Now, obviously, Miss Nightmare, not a baseball player, has absolutely missed, like strike 17 and you're out. Cheyenne taking her one way, goes up top twice, delivers that big drop kick, and that is usually the prelude to the 8-second ride. Are we going to see the 8-second ride right here? But Cheyenne doing the NWO thing and trying to embarrass her opponent a little bit more. Now picks up that baseball bat, tries to hit her with it, and that has been and could be the demise of Cheyenne. Miss Nightmare now taking the boots, putting her up into the tree of woe and delivering the knees right to the midsection. You know, it might not be a bad strategy to do that. Miss Nightmare rolling out of the ring, thinking Cheyenne was rolling out of the ring, but Cheyenne rolled out quick. Who is going to get the upper hand? Looks like it is Miss Nightmare trying to roll her down. Oh, drops her and delivers a big right hand. Both women on the outside of the ring, and there it is, Bone Crusher on the outside. This might do it. 1, 2, 3, and Miss Nightmare walks away with the victory.
Here is your winner, Miss Nightmare.
So Miss Nightmare not getting one pin until the end, but that is a pin that is worth 10 points. Now, here's the craziest thing. Cheyenne, because of the number of pins, Jane scores 8 points. Cheyenne ends up scoring the highest number of points in that match with 12. But Miss Nightmare, with one pin, walks away with 10 points. Now, that brings us in to the final 2 matches of the evening. The men's 8-man match and the extinction level match. These 2 teams having the opportunity to take themselves out of that scenario. We will have to see what happens here tonight. But again, another who's who. You got Universal World Champion. You got The Fiend. You got a WCW World Champion. Another WCW World Champion. Another 3-time Universal World Champion. Hasn't won the WCW title. No, he has 2 times. And then Bret Hart, another world level champion. Groening, winning unbelievable amounts of championship belts in the WCW Special Series. And then, of course, GC Rock, another world champion level competitor. So, you could do worse than watching a match like this. I'm excited to see what happens when certain factions get eliminated and we start putting together some of these storylines.
The following contest is an elimination match. Making his way to the ring, representing the Syndicate from Elysian Fields, weighing in at 252 pounds, the Ring of Men's All-Star Champion, Recto.
So again, oddly, the Syndicate was in 3rd place, but now in a position where they are in last place. They can very easily get out of that position, but need to score some pinfalls here. A lot falling on to Recon Delta's shoulders. But he's the king of the ring. Former WCW World Champion. You could do a lot worse, you know what I mean? So,
and representing the 4 Horsemen from Huntsville, Alabama, weighing in at 258 pounds, the Universal World Heavyweight Champion and the Universal $1 Million Champion, Frankie the Reaper Fingers.
Totes McGoats representing the 4 Horsemen. The Horsemen currently sitting in 2nd place right now, but not by a lot. Team Sting only 2 points behind them. So again, 4 teams being eliminated, 4 teams moving on. Every single point, every single pinfall, every single submission, which I'm shocked we haven't seen a submission, and the win matters in this match. Who is going to go on to round 4 and who is going to be eliminated?
The LWO from San Juan, Puerto Rico, weighing in at 239 pounds, Archangel Angel.
And then looking at Angel, the leader of the LWO. The LWO right now sitting at 39 points, getting a couple of pins. They were sitting in position number 4, now really second to the last. So a lot falling on Angel's shoulders as well.
From Calgary, Alberta, Canada, weighing in at 235 pounds, Bret the Hitman Hart.
So Bret Hart winning a singles match, scored 10 points for his team, putting his team up to 73 and in the first position. More than likely will be moving on. But so far tonight, the Hart Foundation has been shut out points-wise. But even being shut out tonight, still sitting in the number 1 position. And the Fiend also putting his team in a really good spot. Braun Strowman then taking that even another step further. The Walters brothers probably being let down a little bit by that. But going from second to last all the way up now, sitting in the number 4 spot. And pretty comfortably sitting in the number 4 spot. But D-Generation X still in the number 5 spot by 7 points.
D-Generation X from Mount Olympus, weighing in at 302 pounds. The WCW Underground Internet Champion, Ruby Ho.
So Repentina, the Outlaw Women's Champion, and Gruning, the counterpart, the male counterpart on the guy's side, the WCW Special Series Outlaw Champion, also going to be in this ring. But again, he's got to score some points. Every single person in this match needs to score points to move on, to secure where they're at. But you're looking DX right now kind of sitting on the outside. Sitting on the outside of that. So really needing to score some to get in.
Representing the team from Venice Beach, California, weighing in at 259 pounds, the Icon.
So Sting sitting in the number 3 spot, but again, not by many points. The Horseman at 63, Team Sting now at 61. They were at the number 2 spot, doing very, very poorly, but Damian really coming through. Hasn't come through for them most of the time, but came through today for them and got them back out of the cellar and then back up into the number 3 spot. Can Sting extend those points here tonight? Team Blaq, which is who GC Rock is representing, also sitting just barely on the outside right now, sitting in position number 6, but not by a lot. So a lot of people needing to score a lot of points here in this match. Every point matters, every pinfall matters, every submission is going to matter. All of it definitely matters. And look at this on the outside of the ring, Gruning already going and using the outside part of that ring and throwing Angel into it. Recon Delta. And you want to talk right now like the Syndicate all of a sudden, and this is what typically happens in like a Wrestle War. But the Syndicate was sitting at the number 3 spot and now way in back. It is going to take a Herculean effort by Recon Delta. It's going to take him getting 2, 3, 4 pins and winning the match to get his team from last place back up into the number 4 spot. Because you look, 34 points right now. Needs 21 points just to tie the 4th place team. 21 points. Now, we know that there's a possible, well, 4 times 7, 28, plus the win is 6, 34. So there's 34 points out there, plus an additional 7 points if they were all done by submission. Recon not known as a submission wrestler, so that could be a problem, but not saying that he couldn't do it, not saying that anybody couldn't do it, but still, it's still possible. We've seen some teams score 26 points as a team. We have seen the ladies just now, their highest point total was 12. So it is going to take something bigger than that. But Totes going after him right now. Sting now putting GC Rock in a submission hold. G fighting out through it. The Fiend going after Totes. Bret Hart and Gruning lighting it up. And here we go. That's a little ditty by Jack and Diane. Little high-low action right there. Recon hitting Totes high with that guitar, and GC Rock going low. Totes trying to use the Fiend as a projectile, and it not quite working, but knocks him on to the ground, gets on top of him, Angel and Sting. Oh, and look at this, Recon and Angel hooking up, and then immediately trying to go after one another, so they knew what time it was. But a lot of stuff going on in this match right here. Totes now getting GC Rock, picking him up, getting that neck breaker up on him. The Fiend trying to put out Angel right now and getting the 2 count G, fighting through it. Sting trying to get back in the mix. And that's kind of the match that I thought you would see a lot more of like Gruning and the Fiend going after it. But not necessarily going on. Now G trying to put a pin on Syndicate member Recon Delta. Recon though kicking out quickly. Totes and Gruning going after it. Sting and Angel going after it. Well, Angel and anybody's going after it right now. Angel now wanting the double team. Double team choke slam, picks him up. And both guys still going after Gruning, not even going after each other. And Recon Delta able to kick out in one. Now look at this. Bret Hart putting the sharpshooter on the Fiend. Is the Fiend going to tap out? I would say it's still a little bit early. And look at this. They hadn't really been going after each other. They were the two that faced off in singles matches against each other. Totes getting the better of Sting this past week. But is he going to be able to do the same in this match right here? The Fiend going down on the ground, trying to play it up to the ground. Recon Delta getting after it. And then look at the right hand of GC Rock. Oh! GC Rock's got Bret Hart in the Rockopotamus, hits him with it, rolls up the leg. And crazy times, strange things are afoot at the Circle K. Totes McGoats absolutely splits open Recon Delta. Bret Hart, big crossbody on Gruning. Gruning able to kick out. GC Rock trying to pin the Fiend. The Fiend able to kick out as well. And now just a lot of things going back and forth. It looked like there for a second Angel kind of dazed on what was going on. Not dazed anymore. Grabs Sting, puts Sting on the ground. Totes now going again after Angel. Sting trying to get back up the Fiend. And it looks like Bret Hart just pinned GC Rock. And Sting just pins Angel. So that moves Team Sting, if the quick tallies are correct, into the number 2 position. However, that all but eliminates Team Blaq. And that also eliminates the LWO. So they are definitely going to be in the bottom 2. Right now, D-Generation X, the Syndicate, Team Sting, Monsters Eclipse, the 4 Horsemen all still in. Very much in this. Oh, now Totes ends up ducking the Delta variant and hits the Fiend with the extraction right on those steel steps. And Totes eliminates the Fiend. Now that kind of helps out the Syndicate a little bit because that leaves the Syndicate right in position to take him over. But is Recon Delta going to tap out? Bret Hart trying to eliminate the Syndicate right now. Does not get it done. D-Generation X needing to score points. The Syndicate needing to score points. And there is only 1, 2, 3, 4. There is only 26 points left. So really, Recon Delta to stay in this, to bring the Syndicate out of last place, would have to get 3 of these last 4 pins. Sting going for Totes, 2. Totes able to kick out in 2. Recon hits Bret Hart with the Delta variant, 1, 2. And Bret Hart able to kick out in 2. Groening able to pin Sting, which is exactly what DX needed. But now Recon Delta, to stay in it, has to get the remaining pins and the remaining wins. Groening now throwing Totes into that thing. Recon coming back out. Recon cannot allow anybody else to get any kind of pinfalls. Cannot allow anybody else to win this match. Oh, Totes picks up Recon. That is a big move on the outside of the ring. Thought Totes would go for the pin. Instead, big right hand. Now just trying to run through everybody. But Bret Hart puts a stop to that. Groening and Recon getting after it. Bret throws him in to the corner. Totes throws him in the ring. And again, tried to go for the extraction, and Bret Hart stopped Totes from doing it. The Syndicate barely holding on, but they cannot allow anybody else to get a pin or a submission in this match. And a huge sledgehammer shot. Groening now rolling up the leg of Bret Hart. 1, 2, 3. And the Syndicate basically has been eliminated. Now the only thing that they can hope to play is spoiler. But Groening, by getting that pinfall, may have just put themselves in a position where they overtook the Monster Eclipse. And now Totes hooking it up. Hits Groening with the extraction. Is he going to be able to get Groening out of the dark zone? Here we go. 1, 2, 3. And the Horsemen come away with a big win in this match.
Here is your winner, Frankie the Reaper Fingers.
What a crazy match. And once again, Totes coming out of it all bloodied. But I think it makes him look like a badass. Just saying. So a big win right there. While this last match is going on, we are going to add up some points for the men, see exactly what happened, see if the old Totes brain worked, or the Frankie Two Fingers brain worked the right way and did that. But in the meantime, what we are going to do is the final event. The winner removes their team from being completely exterminated. It is an extinction level event. We already know that the bikers are going to be fighting in that match to try to save their faction. Will they be facing a spoiler in Team KVD, or will they be facing the Judgment Day? So 4-man elimination match. Knockouts are possible to try to save their faction. Can the Judgment Day save their faction right here tonight? Well, we're about to find out. Well, this is taking quite some time. These guys are in the back. They're like, what is going on? They don't even know if they want to get this thing rolling or not.
The following contest is an elimination match. Introducing first, at a combined weight of 869 pounds, the Judgment Day.
So the Judgment Day making their way down to the ring, led out by Raven. Are they going to be able to remove themselves from the possibility of being exterminated? Well, I will tell you what just happened. The one thing that I know is DX and Monsters Eclipse are tied for 4th place. Team Blaq has been eliminated.
Weight of 470 pounds, the Prime Time Players.
The LWO has been eliminated and the Syndicate eliminated from Wrestle Wars. So, on Monday Night Nitro, we will have another 4-man match. The winner of that match will go on in the 4th seed position. As of right now, it is going to be the Horsemen versus either.
And from Wadley, Alabama, weighing in at 237 pounds,
it'll be the Horsemen versus either Monster Eclipse or D-Generation X 2.0 and the Hart Foundation versus Team Sting to see who moves on in round 4 to go on to the finals. So absolutely crazy. What a crazy night here tonight. Max Fennick gonna be
representing the Syndicate from the Wasteland, weighing in at 273 pounds, Max Fenwick.
Gonna be the last member. Remember, the Syndicate loaning Max Fennick to Team KVD. Now, can KVD really become the spoiler? We saw Team Dragunov absolutely become the spoiler and send the Bikers into the final extinction level match. You don't want to be in that match because the loser of that match, their faction will be no more. It's not going to be renaming. It's not going to be reforming. It's not going to be anything. Those guys are done. That is the scary part of Wrestle Wars, but there's got to be a winner and there's going to be a loser. So right now, these two teams trying to remove themselves from that scenario. The Judgment Day trying to take themselves out of that. You got the Bikers who are a faction. Team KVD is not a faction. They are just trying to play the spoilers. But they can still play that spoiler by being able to send the Judgment Day into that final match to face the Bikers. Or they can remove themselves altogether from that right now, get themselves out of that, and then Team KVD gets one more chance to be the spoiler and try to absolutely eliminate a faction. So, women this year in Wrestle War 1 will not be facing the extinction level thing because we don't have it dialed in yet quite for the women. But we do for the men. And we might do the same thing for the women too. We might have the women take one more week, and then if that happens, it'll be the same thing where they will also be facing extinction. A faction could be facing extinction. Just want to see how it kind of lines up, how it does. I'm hoping not to do that. KVD now getting in, Robbo getting in, and now the new legal man, Max Fennig and Robbo getting after it right here. Winner gets out, removes their team from the extinction level event. The loser will go on to face the Bikers in the final, in round 5. We will see that match happen. On that night, we will crown a winner, and we will crown the losers of the matches. Max Fennig now tagging in his partner. And Strudel getting after Robbo. You look at some of these wrestlers, especially Robbo. Robbo, a former Universal World Champion. And you think that would be like this big advantage right now for the Judgment Day. But right now, Robbo has not been doing as well since he left initially to the WWE. Something happened. Hasn't been doing as well. Even came back, joined the Horsemen, still not doing as well. Horsemen booted him back out. And now lined up with the Judgment Day. Robbo still should be one of the top wrestlers, but just hasn't found his mojo. Robbo hasn't got his groove back yet, but it will happen. It is going to happen at one point or another. You don't go from Universal World Talent to all of a sudden you can't figure out how to win anything. So definitely something that will be going on, something that we will get figured out, something he will get figured out as well. Peyton now, if you were keeping score at home, is the new legal man, brand new face paint, and I love this face paint finally. Finally. I have tried a bunch of different things and I just haven't liked what it is, but loving the new look right here. Robbo now trying to get over. JP getting back out of the ring, and that's another one. JP on that trajectory going up, then gets in this back and forth thing with Robbo, ends up leaving the Bikers, joins the Judgment Day, but hasn't quite got his mojo going yet either. Now, Raven getting tagged into the match, the leader of the Judgment Day, obviously Kamikaze Von Doom, KVD, the leader, and now Peyton sees, one leader's in, let me get the other one in. Now both leaders of these two teams in the ring together going after it. What is going on, Dubs? Welcome to the stream, brother. Lots of stuff going on, lots of things already happening here tonight, and this is the longest episode we ever had. I was a little bit afraid this was going to happen. I thought I was going to break them up, but then we're just on that bubble, and now we're down to the last match of the evening. Thank you to everybody that has hung in there with us and been watching. Strudel now getting all fired up. That's another one too. Really expected Jake Plague to take off. Hasn't done it yet, but it will happen. I am not even worried about that. Strudel now getting that. Look at that. Jumping corkscrew off that middle rope, trying to land it. Strudel gets out of the way and now breaking kendo sticks over the head. JP's like, I'm not having it. Let me go get a chair. Let me get back in this ring. Let me handle some business. And bam! Taking the chair now right to Strudel. Strudel getting back up on his feet. Grabs the leg. 1, 2. And getting a 2 count. My dogs are like, hey, it's time to go outside. And I'm like, hey, last match. Relax. JP now getting picked up by Strudel, taken into that ring, and then the exact chair that he brought in, Strudel using against him, and we can see one thing Strudel really likes. The weapons, and using the weapons. Has used some kendo sticks, now using the chair. Haven't seen a lot from Strudel, but again, Strudel, every time we do see him, has done a phenomenal job. So, probably just a matter of time before we see Strudel start getting on a roll. But look at this, Jake Plague trying to show no rolls needed here. And getting a 1 count, quick count on the 1 count. Now going after the other side. Doesn't lose sight, and that has been the thing with Jake Plague, kind of losing sight of what needs to happen. But didn't. Got a good shot in on Peyton right there. And now getting back after Strudel. That is almost like his finisher, the Tasty Pastry. And speak of the Tasty, and the pastry will appear. Hits him with it. Tasty Pastry, is that going to be it? 1. And JP in and able to break it up in 1. And look at that. Good teammate right there. Staying in, taking Strudel's eyes off the ball, but not enough after getting hit with the Tasty Pastry to get him up. And I was hoping a little bit that it might have been Strawberry. And look at this. Here it comes again. Tasty Pastry incoming. Can he get it in? He does. And Strudel knocks out Jake Plague. Again, I'm telling you, these spoiler teams are really taking it to heart, really understanding that they have a chance to at least rid the WCW of a faction, break that faction up, and maybe have it be a better place, you know what I mean? JP now hits him with his finisher, grabs the leg again, and now KVD in to break it up. JP goes, throws, hits him with the chair. Is he going to go for the pin again? No. But this might be a knockout if he can hit Strudel again. But Strudel sees it coming. Gets JP, stops the finisher from happening. Now whips him into the corner. Hits him with a big. Hits him with a big boot. Those big boots got Strudel feeling like a big old cowboy. And just standing there kind of gloating, letting JP know what time it is. Waits for JP to get up. You want to talk about a veteran move right there. Gets him now. Trying. Oh, clap on, clap off the ear clapper. JP picks him up. Is this going to be where he gets him in? No, whips him in to the corner, gets the double team move going, and they have got to find a way, the Judgment Day, to eliminate a couple of these guys. Now that big double team move right there, thought that might have knocked out Strudel, but it doesn't. Bravo now gets him. That was a huge back elbow, back fist combination. Bravo now going after Peyton breaks up the count. Bravo now setting up for his finisher. Can Strudel survive this? This has knocked out many a competitor. 1, 2, 3. And Bravo gets the pin on Strudel. Peyton gets the pin on Bravo, and this is starting to pick up. And Raven going after him. So now, as fast as it was down to 4-3, it went 3-2, and now down. And now down to 3-3, and now down to 3-2. JP gets in. Can he find a way to get the numbers evened up again? You think about this. If the Judgment Day lose this match and they go on to face the Bikers, no matter what, a real faction got eliminated at Wrestle War. So Wrestle War 1, you want to talk about some epic stuff? That's pretty epic. Peyton now trying to put the Hardy Cutter on JP, hits it, and knocks him out. Peyton on another level right now. Maybe Peyton needing a shot at the light heavyweight championship. But Peyton pins Robbo, then knocks out, and it is right down to Raven. Raven, the last one left in the match for the Judgment Day. The only one that can stop the Judgment Day to have to go on and face a possible extermination of their team. Now takes KVD, whips him in the corner. Look at that. Max Fennig not having it. Raven looks like he's fighting the entire team. Takes Peyton, throws him out. Is KVD playing possum? No, not. But he gets out of that corner, and immediately Raven right onto him. Raven getting all kinds of fired up, but he needs to keep the offense going, stop worrying about the crowd, and try to win this match. Little bit off there. KVD now taking him and getting fired up. Look at that. KVD's like, hey, nothing going downtown here. Nothing happening. KVD, though, moving slower. We know Peyton's moving slower, but, and this is the brilliance of the move Jay Savage made with the Syndicate. The Syndicate has an opportunity right now to not only have their people in, but also play the role of the spoiler. Raven trying to eliminate a member of the Syndicate right now and getting a 2 count on it. Will he use that trash can or will he not? You want to talk about an epic comeback. Could you even imagine if Raven can find a way to come up and win this match? And that is a big boot. Thought he might have went for the pin there, but letting Max for some reason rest on the outside. My dogs on another level. Just like Peyton Hardy now gets it in. Hits him, grabs the leg, and see, this is what the problem is going to be when it is just you versus the two other people. So Raven's like, maybe I don't win this match, but I'm telling you what, I'm not going down without a fight. Raven now whips him into the corner. Max stops him. Max trying to get it turned back around, and look at this. Hits him with the brass knuckles. Thought that was going to end the match, and maybe it does. Goes, grabs the leg. 1, 2. And somehow Raven kicks out in 2. Now Max getting after it, hitting the back of Raven's head. Raven now going after another weapon, grabs the kendo stick. And now getting after Peyton. Peyton not even the legal man. Max trying to come out to stop that. Takes the kendo stick from Raven and breaks it over Raven's head. Max now picking up Raven. Trying to put him in a position to do a double team. Raven fights through it anyway. Peyton still on the outside. Raven now rolls back into the ring. Peyton stops that attack, it looks like, but that was enough to distract Raven. Max now back in the ring. Raven, though, still fighting through, now hitting KVD. If Raven can focus in here on what he needs to do, that is a huge kick. Could this possibly knock out Max? Doesn't knock him out, but he does get the 3 count. So Raven keeping the hopes and the dreams of the Judgment Day alive. Takes Max out. He is down now to a 2-on-1 match. It is down to Raven, KVD, and Peyton Hardy in the finals of this match. Grabs the chair, blocks it, throws KVD into that chair. Now he goes off, springboards. Oh, that was almost right on top of the chair. And you gotta believe that might have been over right there. Raven now whips KVD into the ropes, brings him back up, hits him with the knee, goes for the pin. 1, 2. And KVD able to kick out in 2. Raven picks up the chair. Peyton Hardy now in. And Peyton Hardy, remember, he's been on another level here. Picks up Raven. Raven finds a way out of that and reverses that move back around. Peyton Hardy now taking it to the outside, but you can see Raven almost out. Barely able to get back up to his feet. Now takes Peyton, whips him into the ropes, hits him with a big right hand, grabs the chair. And Peyton waiting for him on the outside, stops that chair maneuver from happening. Raven steps back, and right on top of the chair, hits Peyton with another big right hand. And Raven, look at that. Peyton gets up, no-sells it now, grabs the chair, goes over to Raven, hits Raven with the chair, and this is all the stuff Raven does not need. All the stuff that could end his night with a quickness. Oh, picks him up, pile drives him into the ground. Peyton looks like he's out. Raven, though, needs to find a way to get him back inside the ring so he can try and put him out of the match. Raven's starting to understand what he needs to do. Gets Peyton, throws him into the ring, but then immediately goes for another weapon. Did not even need to go for the chair. Peyton in the way of KVD. It allows Raven to get back in the ring, and Ruh-Roh Skedios Raven hits him with his finisher, but Peyton right there. So bad timing on Raven's part. However, Raven setting up for it again. And Raven knocks out KVD. Is he going to be able to complete the comeback? And he does. Raven finds a way to make sure. Raven, when it was down to 3-on-1, found a way to make sure the Judgment Day will live on. So now we know it will be the Bikers versus Team KVD in the final extinction level match. The loser will be disbanded forever. Now again, for Team KVD, doesn't really matter, but it does matter for the Bikers. So guys, that is going to do it for us here tonight. Remember, drop a like on the video, subscribe if you're new, turn on the bell notification so you don't miss any time we go live, share the video. I will not be on for the next 10 or so days. We will be on vacation down in the Gulf in Texas, so be down on the beach. So don't feel bad for Totes for not being around. But me and my wife definitely looking forward to this vacation. Going to see all of our old military buddies and then some of our other old buddies. So it'll be good. But I appreciate, again, all the stuff that you guys do. And we will catch all of you in the next one. Peace.